grand final start with a 2-0 for Tundra. But, you know, we are in the comic zone, anything can happen. It might just be that our main protagonist is on the ground, ready to strike back. I'm Harry Freak, joining me is Wingblade, and our Team Spirit about to perform a miracle, or our Tundra again gonna show that in the best of 5 grand finals, currently, they're unbeatable.
Yeah, I don't know, because the only game that they lost in this entire tournament was against Team Spirit. So if any team can do it, it's Team Spirit. But that's the question: can any team do it?
I feel like
esports turn to ban.
Tundra bringing in. I just don't know. I just hope Team Spirit aren't bumped out, because I would be sitting in my chair like this.
Yep.
Well, what am I supposed to do? These guys, they aren't even playing Dota. They aren't even fighting us. They're not even outplaying us. We just cannot win. They're superior to us. They read the map better than us, and we're helpless.
Let's see. Are they gonna ban the Lina again, or are they gonna give it to Tundra? I hope they ban it. I mean, give them the Undying. I don't care. Just apparently mid Lina is also too strong.
No, just give them the Lina. Just give them the freaking Lina. Give them everything. Just don't give them some split push. I'd rather give them the Lina, to be honest.
Tundra esports turn to pick.
Okay. They
That's
ban
a
the
good one.
Enigma this time.
That's
They
a
are
smart
gonna give
one.
away the Lina, but not the 33 Enigma that just plays without the black hole, and it doesn't matter.
Is there any Enigma type hero, obviously, that doesn't have a black hole? He's gonna do just as well, I guess.
I mean, 33, he plays all these heroes, so I feel like he can have a similar impact on Visage, on Lycan, on Beastmaster. There are all these heroes that just sit in the trees. They're annoying, they push out lanes, and they have, like, summons. So, I guess Visage could work like Enigma in a way. If you double drop the birds and then resummon, you have, like, 6 seconds of stun, so
10 seconds remaining.
that's like Enigma.
That is true. Let's see, Team Spirit. How do you respond? Is it again gonna be the Rubik? Is it gonna be a Treant? Or you just go with something completely different, something that we've never seen before, because that might just be needed to beat a team like Tundra.
Yeah, does Spirit have any aces up their sleeve? They do have the Collapse Magnus, of course, but is it gonna be enough?
I don't know. It feels like we don't know what to do. Let's go with what we know. What they know hasn't always worked out against Tundra, though on the other hand, Collapse is very good at catching people with the Magnus. So if they're split pushing, you might want to have something like this.
Ooh, the Tree and Lina. If they want to play this as a carry, this is like the strongest lane of the patch. Maybe together with Lina Clock. This is so insane.
It doesn't have illusions. I mean, you can build a Manta on the Lina, but you cannot split push. I don't like it. I think Skitter doesn't want it.
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, has he played it in this tournament yet? Yeah, he's played it once and he won the game.
To ban.
Okay. Take it back, you know, he might not need to only play with illusions, but I have to say, the way that he approached that game and the way that Tundra approached that the series so far has just been amazing, and Team Spirit didn't have a response. So something similar, I wouldn't mind it. Though immediately there's not going to be an Enigma, so that already puts a completely different feel on this game.
Yeah, for sure. And Team Spirit, in their second game in the series against Tundra previously, they won with a Rubik, Ember, Undying, Morphling, Magnus. So they already have 2 of the heroes necessary to beat Tundra.
Okay, they're targeting 33. I like this. Just target that guy. Do you have enough bans to really take everything away that you would like to play?
I don't think so, but they're getting there. If they ban the Lycan and the Visage, he just has like the Death Prophet, Doom, and Tide.
5 seconds.
And those can't really split push that well.
Yeah, that's a different approach than you're gonna be going for. So I think it's smart. Let's see. Lycan, I don't think he plays a lot of Lycan. I haven't seen a ton of it for him recently. Am I wrong?
Yeah, I guess maybe you don't have to ban that one. But it's like similar, right?
Yeah, it
I
is.
reckon he can play it.
Yeah, he definitely can. Yeah, he would buy a shard at 15 minutes in, just just for the heck of it. Just let's go. I always thought that shards from the Lycan was actually a waste of money because you're giving an extra creep to the enemies every wave. But then, you know, when I found out that once it last hits, it actually gives the money to the Lycan himself, it actually makes a lot of sense to pick up.
Yeah, it's like a pseudo Midas that pushes in lanes.
Yep.
It's better than it seems.
For sure. Team Spirit, they're thinking about it. Do they get rid of the Visage? Are they really putting all of their emphasis on him?
His Visage is really good in this game.
He did play it in the DPC.
Tundra esports turn
See,
to
he
ban.
played it 3 times, won twice. Which means that it doesn't have a 100% win rate, so it's beatable. Don't have to ban it.
But Western Europe is currently considered the strongest region, you know, and Eastern Europe they're definitely trying to climb up their anti-mage ban. Okay.
Okay. I guess Tundra is memeing after all.
No, I think they're not. I think they're aware that Spirit are gonna be going around the map and that they need something that's gonna be split pushing. So they have something in store for us here that can split push, something that gets annoyed by the anti-mage in the lane. I have no idea what it is. And Team Spirit, they're taken aback as well. You're seeing they're gonna use a lot of their reserve time.
What is the final ban that they need? I mean, they ban heroes that are good against Lina carry, I would think. Even though I don't think Slark is super good against Lina carry, because you do have the AoE stun.
I guess he's good against... He's solid against the Lina and good against the Treant. So it's... He should get banned. Plus, you're gonna have a Magnus, so that extra damage output that allows the Slark to actually finish off a hero comes in handy for sure. So I'm okay with the ban, though. I would, if I was them, I'd rather ban out the Marcy. And yeah, there's the Visage out. Shadow Demon comes out. Okay, that's an interesting one.
Okay, are we gonna see the Marcy? This feels like they're setting up for a Marcy. Because they have the Magnus, now they have a way of keeping the Lina in place. I can feel it. Maybe that's the thing they needed. Just blowing up heroes in 1 second.
You need to surprise Tundra, right? People aren't used to it just yet. I'm seeing a lot of Eastern European teams playing it, but I'm not seeing Western European Division 2 going for a lot of Marcy. So, you know, even though they play the same pubs, they seem to not value the hero just as well, especially on the carry position. Plus, Demonic Cleanse is going to be quite nice against the Treant. We'll see. There's a tie. You talked about it. It will come out. The Tinies here. Could be a 9 Tiny. Could be a Saxa Tiny. We'll find out fairly soon. But this is a good Timber game as well if Laurel wants to play it.
I do really like this Tide pick though. Tide against Magnus just feels so good. Because if you're ever in the RP, you're just gonna crack and shell out of it and then you can Ravage and you're probably already in the middle of the enemy team.
Yeah, it is a Magnus counter, an old school Magnus counter. Sven comes out. Okay, that doesn't lane too great against the Tide, does it?
I don't think so. But would Marcy have laned much better? I don't think so. I feel like both of them really struggle against the Tide.
I was thinking a Monkey King would have been good after I saw Tide. 3 melee heroes, Lina as well. You have a Magnus to bring heroes towards you. I would have liked it, but they're gonna go for a Sven. Yotaro is one of the, I'd say, small amount of carries that still does play it from time to time.
Yeah, he's a Sven connoisseur for sure. So they just need the Laurel hero now. And what would you like to see on Laurel?
Team Spirit, turn to ban.
And why is it Coddle?
Yeah, Coddle would be okay. I actually wouldn't hate it. I think a poke and something that that does push out waves is actually quite nice. And I think that Laurel is quite capable of playing that one. He's not going to be easily caught here. Spirit heroes, I wouldn't like them going into a Tide, going into a Tiny as well. You just aren't going to be lacking on the damage. So yeah, Coddle seems pretty good.
There is still his Ember as well and his Lash Track.
I'm okay with the Lesh. I think they are lacking a little bit on the tower push here on on Team Spirit. So in that regard, the Lash does seem nice, and you have a save from the Shadow Demon, especially once the shard comes out. It's great.
Okay, and 9 Zeus gets banned. They also need their mid, but Team Spirit is gonna have last pick, so they should be able to get a favorable matchup.
But what if Tundra picks a Coddle? What then?
Ooh. I mean, then I guess they just pick up the Lash and it's gonna be like even in lane and you just buy a Blink first item again and hope you can catch him?
Okay.
Turn to ban.
Not the biggest fan. They will ban out the Death Prophet there, so no extra push for Team Spirit. That probably would have been a nice hero as well. But considering they're banning out the DP, so meaning they maybe want an Ember themselves on Tundra?
It does look pretty good, but you do open yourself up to like a Huskar last
Yep.
pick. And that's always really scary, even though I don't believe Laurel plays Huskar. At
Yeah,
least
he's
I
a
haven't
nice-
seen him play it just yet.
He's a nice mid laner. He doesn't pick those dirty heroes. He goes for a fair matchup.
Turn to pick.
Okay, they banned the 9 Tusk. That's probably his signature hero.
Yeah.
At least the one I know him for the best.
And it does go well with the Lina. If this was Namiga on Team Spirit side, I would say it is 100% going to be a Timber last pick. Obviously, it's not Namiga, and I don't think Laurel is going to be going for that one. But it would be such a good pick that allows you to be everywhere on the map.
Yeah, it would be sick. Also, like the Blink Hex build against Lina is pretty
Yeah.
good.
What
We'll see.
Melrine would play on a mid Timber would be Sanjan Kaya, Aghanims, and then Blink, and into Hex. So yeah, that does make a lot of sense. Maybe a BKB somewhere in between.
Tundra, they have another minute to think about what they want. And 9 has a really big hero pool as well. So, like, we've seen him play Spirit Breaker in mid, so it could be anything, really.
Yeah. And it also could be a mid lane Lina. We still don't know. You know, he could be
True.
picking something else right now on the carry role, like Naga Siren against so much cleave and against the Shadow Demon. I think not. But actually, when I think about it, Shadow Demon is such a good pick for Spirit because it is usually a counter for illusion heroes.
They could pick up the Dusa and Tundra as well, because there isn't like that much damage on Team Spirit just yet. And I feel like they have the tools to play around the Dusa.
I wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't hate it for sure. Even if you get skewered back as a Medusa, it's not like you die instantly. You get your ulti off and the enemies are going to be in trouble. They have to disperse. I would be afraid a little bit for the damage of Tundra, but the way that they approach the map, at some point they will get to a point where they're going to be doing enough.
Turn to pick.
It's gonna be the Ember. Fair enough.
Huskar, Viper?
Huskar last pick. Laurel, can you play it?
I don't know if he can. Let's see if he's going to be... If he picks a Huskar, it's going to be Alina sent into the mid lane, right?
I'm not sure, because then you have Ember against Magnus, and you're also really gonna struggle. I feel
True.
like Ember safe lane is almost equivalent to griefing.
That is true. So a little bit of a more conventional lineup for Tundra here. So I think that Team Spirit actually have a real shot in this one because they might be allowed to play Dota.
Okay, we're gonna see the Laurel Storm Spirit again. The Battle of the Spirits on the mid lane. This is gonna be good.
And it is a Storm Spirit favorite matchup because Ember is still a melee hero. Storm has a solid amount of base armor. This is a solid pick for sure. The problem, again, I have is this, to me, gives a target to Tundra. You know who you're killing every single time. It's Laurel, right? Once he jumps in, you're focusing on him with the Avalanche, with the chains. And if he goes down, it is a problem. But here, Wingblade, we're getting into game 3. It's currently 2-0. Are we continuing in our best of 5 grand final, or is it going to be 3-0?
You know, this might be the first game that Team Spirit actually gets to play Dota.
Yep.
So I feel like their chances are better than ever, but still, just looking at the last 2 games and how dominant Tundra was, I can't go against them. It's gonna be a 3-0. I'm sorry.
Okay, so I'm gonna disagree with you here, so at least one of us is correct. I again understand the Spirit lineup thoroughly. I know what they want to do. Their lanes are looking solid. I'm not the biggest fan of the Sven, but I do feel like if you get to a point where your Sven is somewhat strong and your Storm is strong, that you have enough tools to play this game. And the goal of the Sven is just to be strong enough to go into the Lina's face and fight her until death, while the rest of them go around. And as you mentioned, this is the first time that it seems like Spirit are gonna be allowed to play Dota. At least I hope they are, because I want to see more games here in the grand finals, and it kind of feels sad looking at Spirit just being completely bullied.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first game they get to play Dota, and they're gonna have to play Dota against the Lina. Like, that doesn't feel good.
No, it definitely does not. If they did go for the Marcy, I would favor them heavily, but they decided to go for a Sven. We'll see how it goes. I'm not sure how well his lane against the Tidehunter will be going through, but overall I'm excited for this game. I think finally, I said it for the previous game as well, and I'm sorry I was wrong, but for this one I'm pretty sure there's gonna be more action on the map.
Did you just jinx us, Harry?
Hope never dies, and we're seeing that the odds are increasing. They're in favor of Tundra with every passing game, and if any of the viewers want to use it, they can click on the banner below. This might be your last chance here at the Betboom Universe Episode 1 in the Comic Zone to use the $15 free bet that you get if you are a new customer. But overall, the game will start, the smoke from Spirit will expire, and it was just to play some vision.
Let's see. Snaking going for the boots first. He's really fast.
Yes, this will do just fine.
30 seconds to battle.
This will do just fine. Spirit, let's see if they're finally gonna be able to play Dota. Yatoro is laughing, hoping that it's not out of madness that is gonna engulf him after the last two games. Why did he do that? He's in a lot of trouble now. After the Sleight of Fist, you have nothing to defend yourself. He just walks up high ground to die.
Yeah, that was not ideal.
Okay, that's gonna be the wording that you're gonna be using. That was catastrophic. And Team Spirit, okay, they get to runes, but it is gonna be Laurel that gets the first blood. So it's not gonna be Mira this time around that steals it with the Rubik, but it's actually gonna be the mid laner in a favorable matchup. So Laurel, I expect a lot from him in this game.
Yeah, I mean, starting with the first blood in a favorable matchup, and this looks like a pretty darn good Storm game as well. I have high expectations, especially after the first series of the day, where he went 19-2 on the Storm.
Now let's see if Tundra are gonna be picked off as Gaming Gladiators were. Tundra, they've proved yesterday that they're a better team than Gaming Gladiators currently, despite barely making it into the major and losing against them in the DPC here at the Betboom Universe Episode 1. They are looking very much dominant. They came to play, they came to win.
And let's see if Collapse can make the same things happen on lane with Magnus that he's done before. 'Cause this is a really rough lane, I would say normally, but this Rubik Magnus lane has shown to be so strong time and time again.
If they pull the lane back, we could see some nice skewers. Meanwhile, bottom lane, we'll see how well Yatoro does. For now, he's farming okay, but as the lane progresses, it's going to be harder and harder against the Tide. Looking at the side lanes, you know, where are we to expect some blood?
I would expect the top lane for sure. With the Lina and the Magnus, there is so much potential here. I feel like any lane with Tide isn't gonna have too much kill potential. So I would keep your eye on the top lane for sure. That being said,
Disruptions. Aksai has 0 armor, and he goes into 33. Let's share this one, buddy. But he is pretty much dead here. One more poison attack. No, actually, he's gonna clench his fist there to make sure that Yatoro gets the kill. And Snaking dies on the top lane. Team Spirit, they get themselves a 3-0 start, just like the last game.
yeah, it's the classic thing, right? Heroes hit level 2 and boom, we get some kills. It's a till as old as time.
You told me that heroes hit level 2, they get each other low, they disperse and reset, and nothing happens.
Radiant's courier has been
I
killed.
mean, that happens sometimes.
I'm kidding. Yeah, that's now when people do get low, they tend to die from time to time. HP points, you need to be keeping those up. Look at the mid lane. The Storm is crushing it.
This is exactly what Team Spirit needs, both in the game as well as for their mental game. They need a win, and they need a big one.
Yeah, they need to crush Tundra to put a little bit of fear in their bones. Maybe the ban on the Enigma. Maybe that is the path to victory. Team Spirit. No, Team Spirit are the type of team that are gonna win. Let's say if they win this one, they ban the Enigma in the next one, they win. In game number 5, they will let it through. They're the type of team, I think. They're just like, okay, we can beat it. Let's go. Let's try.
Sure. If we get to a game number 5, we'll see. 33 trying to block the CS by just putting his fat behind in front of the creep. Not gonna work though.
Yep. You know, fat guy versus a jock like a Sven. It's not a matchup you want to be in. But speaking of matchups you don't want to be in 9, he's struggling. He even loses a ward there that that's gonna be even more golden experience to the pockets of the Storm Spirit. 27 and 7. He's getting almost every CS.
We've spoken about this before as well. Ooh, Saksa. 3 stacks.
He's gonna be disrupted and Poshka moves away. And he's gonna go for a couple of more hits and then just go for the kill. Poshka gets a kill on Saksa, and that's gonna be the 4th one for Spirit. Tundra still not on the board.
Yeah, Saksa's level 1 on a tiny at 4 minutes. He really can't do anything. 33 is having an okay amount of fun, but Saksa definitely isn't.
He's definitely struggling currently. Level 1, as you mentioned, 4 minutes in. That is not a situation you want to be in. Yatoro gonna be using the stun just to make sure that he does get the deny, maxing the Great Cleave, so he wants to be able to go into the jungle once the time comes.
Not too much action happening on the top lane aside from the single kill that they found.
Oh. Tundra are doing a good job keeping the lane close to their tower. I feel like that's the recipe for success. Just try to not push out the lane as much as possible when you're playing against the Magnus Rubik, especially Spirit, who have played this matchup so many times. Laurel going forward, he wants to do damage to 9, who does have a level 2 flame guard, so Laurel is gonna be ready to do that one. 9! What are you doing? You're dying. That's what you're doing. Just on level 1. He's gonna be dropping down in Saksa. He might be next. He's level 2. What do you still do? You go for the avalanche, but is that even gonna save your life?
Stuck.
He's standing his ground.
The
He
block.
cannot move. He's surrounded. Let me go. Once with these illusions, he's gonna be watching his own face as he dies. That's gonna be Laurel getting a double kill in the mid lane, and Team Spirit, they couldn't have hoped for a better start. And also, Snaking is gonna be the GOAT. Be up there, my friend. Without the TP, you will
Radiant's bottom
not
tower
move.
is under attack.
Okay, it's starting to look really good for Team Spirit, especially because I don't think that Tundra can play the same style that they did in the past few games. So if this goes to an actual Dota match, instead of this weird hybrid single-player, multiplayer game that was the case in the past 2 games, Spirit might actually have a good chance of winning this.
And Snaking is such a good tree. He's standing in place. That's exactly what a tree would do. Like, good job to him.
Radiant's top tower is
I
under
don't know what
attack.
Laurel is gonna go for. I guess it's just gonna be the Witchblade again. So you don't want to risk going for an Orchid. Oh, and he finds another wood.
9 is really
Unfortunate.
dropping the ball here. Look at Mira in an invis. He doesn't want to allow him to TP away.
That's one.
One courier dead. The other one isn't even flying.
We've seen this before as well, where the Tide has a free game and he's just so difficult to deal with that he can make the space for the Ember and the Lina to catch back up. So Tundra are far from out of this game.
Sure. Still, it is a 6-0 start. It is a 1k gold lead. It is a dream start for Team Spirit. Of course, their heroes, they do need a substantial amount of farm to really be dangerous. Bottom lane, Snaking, he has rotated. They want to kill Yatoro. Dropping low. Rabbit is ready. Are going to go for that one. And the disruption isn't going to change anything. Yatoro is dead.
The That's a nice kill. And this is the first game in the series where 33 can actually use his ulti properly. I guess there is a Rubik, but he isn't close to level 6, at least.
You know how your buttons, after some time on a keyboard, they kind of get destroyed? Pretty much just like this Lina, that you don't really see what it was any longer. I think that his R button, it's as good as new.
Yep. He's gonna go for the Greaves this game.
Okay.
Look at the net worth difference between Laurel and 9.
That's mid lane destruction if I've ever seen one, especially because of the rotation to the top lane. He also killed the Lina, and the tower will be dropping down against the Treant Protector. We talked about the Dire side Treant and that he's slightly better, but he's not going to be able to defend his tier 1. Avalanche toss, he does get the disruption off, and Miposhka is alive, has the 10 stick charges to keep him even more healthy.
Yeah, you want to sacrifice someone to delay this tier 1 tower farming. And I guess Shadow Demon is the best option. Because Sven doesn't want to be there anymore.
It's going for a Mask of Madness and the Echo Saber. These two items usually don't work too well together, but for a Sven it is usually fine. They do see him. Actually, they don't. That is the ward from Spirit that is protecting the Sven, so they don't know that he's farming. Miposhka, they do see him, and they do want to burn him down. Nice disruption there. It might be enough to give him a little bit more time, but he should be dropping down anyways there, and it is going to be some money into the pockets of 9. And also, some money being given away free. If you click on the banner below, you get the $15 free bet if you are new.
Skeeter just farming away in the jungle. I don't think he has his Maelstrom yet. Ooh, could be a big kill.
If he can get it through the living armor, Skitter is going to be tanky enough to lapse. No RP. He doesn't have it skilled up. He doesn't have a point either, but it is going to be enough there with the Skewer to finish off Skitter, who is not being able to farm, who's not being able to stay in the lane. The Storm Spirit, 14 Spirit, is working out wonders currently.
And no one else is playing this, but Laurel making it look so damn good.
Miposhka, he might be going down again. He died once already. And let's see if they can kill him again. He's going to be going through the trees. He's already made a path for himself. And without mana on Saxa, they can't really get on top of him. Miposhka is alive.
Radiant's bottom tower has
To
fallen.
get the tier 1. Saxa gets that one. Gets himself a little bit closer to his blink. But I don't think it's going to be a quick one regardless.
So talk to me about this spell Disseminate. You're not seeing a lot of Shadow Demon. Can it be used in an aggressive way in combination with the Sven? Would that be good?
I guess so. You could go for it, but it's just not better than the other spells, right?
He did get one point in it. That's why I'm so surprised.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, the second point in Disruption doesn't do that much, all things considered. Especially because you don't want to really use it too aggressively in this game for the most part. You don't have big illusion heroes.
Ooh, 33 takes so much damage there from the Shadow Poison, but it's not enough. They see that he's tanky enough, and they understand that there's going to be help coming. So they were hoping for a Ravage. They were hoping maybe for a kill, but they're not going to be staying there long.
Like, in this game, I feel like Miposhka could play his hero at like 90% efficiency if he just had 1 point in all of his spells. So he just needs the Disruption for the save, and he needs his ulti for the slow, and that's kind of it.
He is level 6 there. He didn't skill up his ulti just yet, so we'll see if he will. That is a big spell against the Ember Spirit in particular. If you don't have a Remnant back, your Remnant is going to be moving so slow, and your Flame Guard is going to be purged off immediately. There's the Sleight of Fist for the Rubik, so now the initiation potential of him is actually increased so much.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It's actually decent damage as well. Because it's the level 4 one, and it's not like Ember has much more damage than Rubik at this stage of the game. It's like a 30 damage difference, maybe.
That is true, especially if there's a lot of heroes there. And imagine you get given a little bit of empower there. Of course, you're not going to be cleaving, but you are going to be having some extra damage. Mira does have the sleight of fist, and he definitely can initiate on Skitter, but that's a little bit too deep, so he's going to decide against it. They did find the Treant Protector, so at least he will be taking down Yotoro. Shows off his power, and there, with the God Strength, he gets the kill and continues farming.
Tundra is still playing around this bottom lane, because even with 9 on this Ember Spirit being a little bit weak, he is still not easy to take down, but he doesn't have a TP. He is mega dead.
What do? They're waiting for him at the, oh, dodges the stun, okay. He outplays the enemies, Laurel dies on the other part of the map, 9, he's outplaying them, and he's gonna be getting to the Remnant there, but there is Collapse as well, bringing him back, 9, you will fight until death, and it will come. The Spirit Brothers die, one by the hands of Tundra, the other one by the hands of Spirit.
I guess 9 created a lot of space, and the kill on Laurel is pretty big. Now they're gonna get a tier 1 as well. It's 33, he just bought a Wraith pack. Just playing the TI meta.
Collapse, he gets secured, does have the RP, not gonna be using it just yet, he's just threatening with it. You should have used it when you had the chance. The disruption, it is gonna be keeping alive, and the cleave from the Sven. Actually, Miposhka does get a kill there off the Skitter. Then 33, he will follow suit, he doesn't have the Ravage, he used it for a Storm Spirit, and now he dies as well, or does he? The Watermelon is not gonna be cracked just yet. The RP comes out onto the two of them, and he gets them all in, while Miposhka gets a double kill. The Ember will get himself away. Saksa and 9 are alive, but they have to go back to lick their wounds. Laurel comes in, he loses all of his mana, he wants to go forward. Hello, Saxa, he just gives himself away to save his mid laner. In the end, it's gonna be the Fade Bolt that gets the kill. Spirit get themselves a great fight.
Yeah, and only 9 survives, but look at his net worth.
Dire's middle tower
The Rubik is catching up to him.
He needs to run. If here to leave a remnant. No, he did not. Collapse is coming for you. Doesn't have the RP. They're gonna lift him up into the air. What was stolen? It's gonna be the Flame Guard. Actually, he did have a remnant in the mid lane. Now I remember he left it there, and 9 is gonna be fine.
Is he actually gonna buy Arcane Boots? It has to be a misclick, right?
I'm not gonna be answering that question because I've seen a lot of weird things in this series. I've seen a lot of weird and cool things for Tundra. But man, the Shadow Demon, he's doing so much damage with the Shadow Poison. That is one that the Kraken Shell doesn't take off. And then you get 5 stacks and you actually kill a very tanky Tide.
What did you expect?
Labs, he's going for the same build. Oh, actually, he did buy the mech this time. I thought he was just gonna go straight at a lens. No Greaves once again.
Boshka threatening with the Demonic Purge there. Luckily, he does have a Remnant back. The Ember trying to keep himself in this one. He has been farming a little bit better now in the past couple of minutes. Collapse. Oh, why? Why are you so good, Collapse?
Making it look easy.
I'm pretty sure he said, I'm gonna force this guy to use the ulti, and he's running in, and he just blinks away in time. Snaking. That is, he's gonna be feeling super bad about that one.
They have an RP in 3 seconds, but they don't even need it.
Oh yeah, Spirit, they're getting in the groove, they're catching Tundra. When we play Dota, guys, we can do it. That's gonna be the comms for Team Spirit currently, but Tundra, they're still finding ways to play this game in a different way, and they're split pushing. Look at 9's positioning. Laurel coming over, he can start with the Vortex. It's only level 1. Does he have any kind of assistance coming over? Lindis is gonna pull him in. The Rubik is coming over, not gonna be there in time. He's out. Ooh, that was just a fraction of a second too early.
I'm not sure if it would have been enough with just the lift. They don't have that much burst damage between those 3 heroes.
True. True. I thought the Magnus was coming over, but Collapse, he doesn't want to. Living Armor was stolen by Mira, so now they're gonna have a way to defend their towers, to defend their heroes as well. Shadow Demon does have the shards, so the Demonic Cleanse is now there. This Treant Protector ulti, it's not gonna be doing much.
And it's so nice against the Searing Chains as well, the Anchor Smash. You don't usually see this picked up too early, but I think it's really good this game.
Yeah, and especially he has been having a pretty solid game on the Shadow Demon. You do get the ward snaking, but you're gonna be paying with your life. Actually, he gets his ulti back, so the Storm Spirit doesn't want to stay there with the Overgrowth. They might actually bring him down.
15-3. Can Tundra do this in an actual Dota game?
They're quintupling the kill score of Tundra. Tundra, to be fair, they've always had low amount of kills in the games here in the best of 5 grand finals, but in this game they are dying a bit more than they would like. Collapse, speaking about dying, he might be the next one. He does have a blink, he gets himself out before the sleight of fist connects. Again, he doesn't get caught.
How does he do it?
I don't know. He really does do some magic when he's on this hero.
Tundra may still want to fight this. But Yutoro has his BKB. He's gonna be such a beast in these fights. And he can pop it without second thought as well.
That is a dead hero. Yutoro just swipes him down. Lar will get a kill, and with the God Strength, you can just walk into the pit. Tundra, they cannot go against this BKB. Actually, Blink Dagger on the Tidehunter. Is this the time for Tundra?
I don't think they have the damage. Even if they get a 5-man Rabbit. This is gonna be a free road for Team Spirit. What I was saying, Yutoro can just pop his BKB without worrying about the Treant because of the Shadow Demon. It's gonna give him so much freedom in these fights.
3 times lost there in favor of Spirit, and Lar jumps in. The Ravage will be coming through. The Rubik will lose his life, and now the Aegis will drop as well, but they have another round here with the Storm Spirit. Still, there is gonna be a stun from Belina. You need to save him somehow. Look at the positioning from 33 going forward, and that's gonna be Laurel dead. That Roche, it didn't really give you anything, and now with the disruption, you're just buying yourself 2.5 seconds, but after that 9, it just takes you down. Tundra, they win a fight, they're back.
Yeah, Team Spirit completely disrespecting Tundra. They didn't have BKBs, they didn't have ultis, and they still decided to go for it. If you make those slip-ups against Tundra, they're gonna punish you for it.
Definitely, and they get the 2 big kills as well as the Aegis Spirit. They didn't have the God Strength. They wanted to fight without resources. They thought they were that much stronger than Tundra, and they were wrong. This 33 Tidehunter, he's keeping up in farm with Sven, actually.
He doesn't have an Aghanims, right? This is just his innate kit.
Yep.
We spoke about it before, but this Tidehunter can create so much space in this game.
Look at how the odds are switching there. It was so much in favor of Team Spirit, but yeah, not any longer. Tundra, they're taking it back. Now the gold lead is only 1k, 2k. You still have the fastest farmer there, with the Sven, especially if you count the Empower. Those cleaves in the later stages of the game, they're also going to be hurting the enemies.
Toro, he's working towards a blink, and that's gonna be a big item because then he can actually solo kill any hero except for the Tide.
That is true. Let's see. Maybe he can even go for the Tide. You might not be able to keep him in stun for long, but the Sven is a very fast hero, so we'll see if he will be able to threaten 33 at all, who now has a shard. So he's gonna have a blink, a shard, Tendrils of the Deep, a follow-up stun as well, just to keep the storm in place for a bit longer.
And he's going for a Silver Edge on the Sven as well, so at that point the Tide is no longer gonna be safe anywhere. Ooh, Saksa scouts the smoke.
Beautiful.
Instant TP.
Ooh, that was so close for Miposhka to find him, but the Team Spirit, their smoke is gonna be broken. They have been found. Still 3 of them are under the guise of it yet. Look at Tundra. Again, we're seeing the same thing. It doesn't matter if he's playing the Enigma or the Tide. He's in an exact same spot. Look at that. He just loves that tree line.
Yeah, but once again, the kill score is heavily in favor of Team Spirit. They had so much momentum, but suddenly the gold lead doesn't look so big anymore. It feels like Tundra is in an okay spot.
They were looking like they were dropping behind, like everything was going Spirit's way, but one mistake and Tundra are back. It just goes to show that they're controlling the map better, that they're moving better, their communication in terms of how we're gonna spread it is just superior.
Bottom tower is under attack.
We haven't seen Skeeter at all. Okay, he does have his BKB finished, so he might be ready to fight as well, as long as Sven doesn't get on top of him.
I feel like if the Sven catches you, you can have 3 BKBs and you're still going to be going down. So he wants to go for the Hurricane Pike. I like that one. Going for added armor isn't really gonna help. If you're caught, you still die. It's gonna be the Treant caught. He does deal the Leech Seed there, and an easy kill for Team Spirit.
RP is used, but that is definitely worth it at this stage of the game. Skeeter reveals his BKB.
Doesn't even blink. They don't have the RP collapse. Maybe he can find him. He's counting to 9. But look at him. He knows. He knows they're coming. Force staff onto collapse. He knows onto the high ground. They found the tide. They're gonna get the stun. And look at what the Sven is doing to him. It's gonna be the Tendrils of the Deep. Then buy some time for 33, but ultimately he falls. Yatoro gets the kill.
And Shadow Demon really paying off there. Dragon Shell ain't gonna help you there, buddy. And 9. He's in the enemy base while the tier 1s are still up.
Radiant's
What the hell is wrong with Tundra? Oh man, there. Oh, they found the Magnus with the Lina TPing in. Is there gonna be a stun? It does connect, but he gets the skewer off. This is not good. 9, you do not have a BKB, a stolen Laguna blade, and you're gonna get a taste of your medicine. Avada Kedavra, Mira. He finishes off Skeeter. That is a green beam of light, and it means death.
Yeah, beautifully played by Spirit there. And collapse on this Magnus. He gets the skewer back. I'm almost speechless every time I see this guy play Magnus.
He's looking beautiful there from his side. Tundra, they tried to make a play. This means, okay guys, we're back to farming. No more attempts at killing. Let's just annoy Spirit even further. But is annoying them in this game gonna be enough? If you look at the late game, I mean, I don't know. I don't even know anymore. Tundra, they might win this one, but I feel like Spirit are itemizing properly. They're getting the Silver Edge against the Tide. The Sven is a great hero against the Lina. You have the Magnus for BKB piercing disables. You have everything.
Yeah, they have a really good scaling lineup. But then again, 3 and 25, it's looming on the horizon. Is it beatable?
Okay, Storm, he has found the Tiny, he's trying to do some damage. Laurel doesn't have that much mana, he does have the Illusion Rune to remove the Overgrowth. It does come out, but it's not going to be coming out because Snaking will be dropping down before he gets a chance to use it, more so before he wants to use it, because surrounded by enemy heroes, it's not like it's going to be doing anything.
Ooh, and the Laguna Blade is ready again on Mira. He wants to use it, you can tell. He's so eager.
And we know how it ended up last time for one of Tundra's heroes when they were on the receiving end of that one. He has the half duration of it left. I'm gonna assume he stole it when he was level 11, so it's another 90 seconds overall. But that should be a solid amount of time where Spirit could search for a kill.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
9 does have his Aghanim Scepter. He's done a really good job catching up. He's almost even with the Storm now.
There's a 1,000 gold difference in 25 minutes into the game. It really isn't that high. So that is another item that does allow you to go around the map. Spirit, they're getting more items to be able to catch you, to be able to kill you, to be able to punish you. Skitter, he is farming Candelina here, looking at it, Wingblade. Can she deal with the Sven in the later portions of the game?
I feel like it depends on what the other heroes do. In a 1v1 fight, there is no chance, but they do have a Tide. They have a Tiny, they have a Treant. There are definitely the opportunities to keep the Sven away from her, but it's gonna be so difficult.
Oh, Silver Edge on the Sven, it doesn't mean only break, it means the crit as well on a hero that has so much damage, especially with the Empower. Now, Tundra, they keep themselves away. They're probably going to be reading this one, but Yatoro, he's going to be another hero now that is very good at catching heroes.
It's worth noting that with this Aghanims built on 9, he doesn't have a BKB yet. So if he makes one mistake, he's just gonna go down so fast.
I feel like even with the BKB, that is true, right? If you get lifted up and the Sven is in the vicinity, you're dead anyways.
Are scanning.
Good point.
Like now.
Yep.
What did you expect?
BKB would not have saved him there.
Maybe an Aeon Disc. You buy an Aeon Disc here if you want to be surviving, if you want to be continuing to play Dota like this and Tundra. In a straight fight here, if Team Spirit have their spells, what are the chances of Tundra winning? How does it need to go?
I think like 16%. They would have to save the jump target from the Sven. Like that's the only way. If they start the fight 4v5, it's over.
the Toro, just showing the God strength there. It just expired, and he got that last crit there to finish off one more kill. So now he's on the hunt as well.
Saxa.
Gonna be a toss stolen. Creeps him flying through. Mira will kill him with his own spell. And Tundra, they're TPing in. Team Spirit, they're not overextending whatsoever.
They are just gonna wait for Roche. Just 10 more seconds. They just need to make sure that this time they don't immediately commit to a fight after Roche when all of their spells are down. I think they're in pretty firm control of this game, even against the carry Lina.
Dire's top tower.
Roche is going to be spawning. It's going to be a shard. That one is going to be going either to the Magnus or the Rubik. I doubt Yotaro would want to get it, but it actually isn't that bad of a defensive one. Oh, they found 9. They're not going to be getting the skewer. He's very fast. He gets himself out.
Yeah, he's still very slippery.
This game, it is not over, but it feels like Team Spirit are finally, after 2.5 games, they get themselves in control. They've lost the previous 2 without really getting the chances to get ahead, to get their lineup playing. And now, that is going to be happening. They're going to be allowed to play Dota. And that is where they shine. Roche will be dropping down Laurel. He doesn't want the Aegis. I'm just going to be too aggressive with it. This time, Yotaro, it is yours. Comes back.
Well, I guess it goes to Laurel again.
Okay.
I think that's the right call. There is only one gold strength. So Aegis, ooh, Yotaro. He just needed one more crit. Never lucky.
Never lucky. He did get a couple of those, so we're not gonna say. I think it was a fair amount of crits, but in the end, 9 will survive just barely. So the shard does go to the Magnus from the Roche. The Horn Toss is gonna be there without any gold expended. Saxa on the top lane gonna be caught. 4 staff in a couple of seconds. He's looking very much dead. He wants to pick up a tree, but the trees around him are dropping down. Saxa is still alive. Going into the trees, nah, it's not gonna be enough.
Just not tanky enough.
No.
Tundra is still playing their classic style, just splitting the map, and they lose heroes every once in a while, but for them, losing a hero is always some kind of trade. The question is the trade gonna be good enough to keep them in the game?
Is this good enough really in this game, Wingblade? It's looking like Team Spirit have finally cracked the code.
Dire's top tower is
It
under
feels that way, but it felt like that for the last game as well, at least at the start. But I have to agree with you. This game, there is no Naga. There is no ticking time bomb, except for the Treant, but that's a very slow clock.
Snaking. Yeah, and might be a very dead block as well. He's gonna get the overgrowth. Nice force step there to get himself out of the Sven. He's in. Skeeter is gonna be in a lot of pain there. Even with the fleet, he almost dies in the end. He's gonna be living through it. They're gonna deal with the Rage Pact, and now the full damage will be coming through. He uses the Ravage, actually disconnect onto the Storm there. Will be going down, but he still has the Aegis. No, he won't even die once. They think about it going in. You want to get out with the TP. Not gonna be happening. Collapse has found you. And that's gonna be 3 heroes dead on the bottom lane here. Tundra, they just cannot fight against Spirit here in this game 3. And Yotaro, he's not done. He's gonna be dusted. And he has found a hero who might be able to juke out the Storm. But against me, you die in 1 stun. Yotaro gets a triple kill. He is everywhere.
I'm not sure what Tundra can do now. Because the Tide is no longer the annoying threat on the map he once was. They still have the Aegis on Team Spirit.
Banished here, disruption is there. Is he gonna be lifted? No need, because he'll be stunned and brought to justice. Mira does finish him off. The split push from Tundra, it is not working in this game. And Lina, that is bringing good news, unlike the one on the side of Tundra, with a $15 free bet if you click on the banner below. 30-6 Spirit in control.
So that was a delayed 5-4-0 team wipe, and Team Spirit, they haven't even lost the Aegis.
That was a cool Ravage from 33 though, catching Laurel during his jump.
Yeah, it was a cool Ravage. the hero got banned out most often in the second phase in this series. We could be seeing it this game. I do think it's a hero with a lot of potential.
Yeah, definitely. Though in Eastern Europe, in the DPC, he had really bad win rate. So I don't know how confident Spirit feel going for that one. In the in Western Europe, it had 60% win rate, so it was definitely better there.
Skeeter CK is still in the pool.
Oh, that is true. That is true. But they're probably not going to be picking at the third pick. I could see a Tusk coming out for Skitter here as the third pick. Maybe a Tiny. The problem with those picks, they're not so good because you've already shown your supports.
Yeah, Tundra, they don't have a lot of flexibility in their draft right now, but they do have a really strong support duo. And they could even still go Ricky Carry if they really want to. It's not awful. There are games for it.
There's a Tusk. Do Team Spirit go for a Magnus? Or maybe a Centaur here? I'm not sure. I just want something that is going to be fighting with the team.
Yeah, I think either one is really good. We've seen how much Collapse can do with either the Magnus or the Centaur together with the Rubik. Just such a classic.
5 seconds remaining.
The problem I have with those, you're going to be jumping into a smoke screen though, so that could be a problem. Maybe something that holds an area as an offlaner is better. Tide, yeah,
Okay.
he does go into that category, I guess.
Yeah, really good against the Ricky Sleep Dart into Arrow combination too.
But he does suck against the smoke screen, I guess, because you're not really going to be buying a BKB on this hero. You might buy a Force Staff. We have seen crazier things. We've seen a Storm Spirit with a Force Staff earlier in the day, so nothing would surprise me.
Yeah, and it actually worked quite well, didn't it?
Yeah. I mean, you have to get it against the NHS Prophet, and you talked about the Snapfire. We're going to be seeing a core Snapfire against a Tusk in the mid lane, so I wouldn't want to be in the shoes of 9, because every single time Laurel plays against a melee hero with a Snap, he just crushes it completely.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Laurel Snapfire. I'm excited.
5 seconds.
So what is
remaining.
Tundra gonna respond with? They have
Timber?
all of their reserve time left, pretty much.
Timber is so good. Does 33 play Timber? He should.
I think it's his kind of hero, but it's been a while since he played it. I remember it from back in the day, but I was gonna say Doom is really good here too, because it counters the Tide.
Oh, that is the case. That is definitely the case. But it puts you, Tundra, in this timing between minute 6-7 until minute 15, until the Riki has the shard. You're so very weak on every single one of your heroes. You're gonna lose the mid lane. Pressuring the Tide and the Rubik lane gonna be very tough with either the Mirana or the Riki. Doom isn't really a big playmaker. Team Spirit are gonna have a window to get ahead.
And in the late game, you have the Rubik lift to save the Doom target, and you can even gobble the Doom target up and just blast him back to the fountain.
Yeah. We already saw it today when Yotaro was playing a Marcy. Wherever he would get doomed, there was a Snapfire there, and the shard on the cookie really made a difference there. So I'm liking what Spirit have currently. They don't have the last pick, so in terms of carries, Tundra should get the slight advantage. But still, I think Spirit currently have the edge.
This does look like a classic Tundra draft, though. They don't have the Zoo heroes, but they do have the heroes that can be annoying in the side lane, farm up, and like the supports that can get the pickoffs every once in a while.
10 seconds.
So I feel
they're
like
not
this
good.
draft's already fit them a little bit better as opposed to last
5
game.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, but they're not good at pushing out the waves. That is an issue here, and I think it's gonna be a big one. Team Spirit, if I was them, just recognize that your enemies are so weak in the first 15 minutes. Like, understand it. Go for the lane win and crush them so that they can never come back.
So which carry do you think fits that game plan really well for Team Spirit?
So you're up against the Doom. Marcy fits it pretty well because it crushes the Doom. Later on in the game, you have a battlefield, you're going to be pushing out the wave. Maybe it's a little bit more farming oriented than I would want, but it does destroy the lane, and we have seen Yotaro rotate early with the Marcy, so I wouldn't hate it.
Yeah, I guess it's a bit awkward as well together with the Undying. And then Tundra, since they have last pick, they could play Doom as a carry and pick like a ranged hero to completely destroy that lane. So I'm not sure how much I like that.
Maybe.
Team Spirit's turn to pick.
Okay, this fan
Okay.
being banned out. It's
He
a
has gotten
ban
some
for sure.
respect. Getting some nice respect there. Team Spirit, what is left? Sniper is in the pool. Not too bad because you're gonna have 2 ways to get out of the smoke screen. I guess one way out of the smoke screen and then another way to get out of the shards with the concussive grenade.
5 seconds
Snipers in
remaining.
the pool, they could go for Chaos Knight as well for themselves.
It's banned.
not
But
too
what
bad.
about the Luna?
Oh, never mind.
What about the Luna here? We're gonna go for the Terrorblade. Okay, similar.
Yeah, this TB. I guess it lanes pretty okay against Doom. Because you have the Metamorphosis and Doom doesn't have a lot of starting armor.
10
But it doesn't
seconds
really
remaining.
fit like the aggressive playstyle you were suggesting.
5 seconds
Do you
remaining.
pick a PL for Tundra?
No, I don't think so.
No?
It's quite bad against Tide.
Yeah, that is true. The other ones though are pretty bad against it. Anyone's Monkey King does come to mind as a decent one, but I very rarely see Skiller play it.
Maybe even the Void. Because they do have the arrow. I feel like it's decent enough against Tide. I wouldn't hate it.
Looking at it, and I'm not really sure where we want to take it. Spectre would be okay with their lineup, but bad against the Terrorblade.
They do go for it.
Yeah. Again, yeah, I like it. I actually really like it. I just think it is gonna be slow because the PL, he needs to be ahead. And to me, it's looking like Team Spirit are going to be ahead. So it's dangerous, but I think if we go into the later portions of it, if the PL and the Terrorblade are like 5 slotted each, that the PL is gonna be a much bigger problem. So this for me is finally a really good draft between the two teams that is gonna be close to each other, whatever happens, and they're just areas of the game that one team is good at and the other team is good at. I still think that Team Spirit with their lineup, they have the potential to win this one, so I'm gonna go for them because the first 15 minutes they really should be coming out ahead.
Yeah, I think that if this game goes over 40 minutes, then Tundra is gonna win for sure. But if it doesn't, I'm gonna give the edge to Team Spirit. And just because they looked so strong in the laning stage in the early game, last game, I feel like they can just do the same again on Team Spirit and never give the PL the opportunity to get to that stage where he has like the Hyatt, the Octarine, and he's just such a pain to deal with. So I'm gonna go with Spirit on this one as well.
Yeah, all 3 of their lanes are strong. We'll see if they'll be able to capitalize on it, if they can get enough gold lead there before the Ricky Shard comes out, because that completely changes the game. But we'll see once we get into the game how it is going to be looking, how the teams are going to be moving around. I just need to get used to Team Spirit being on the dire side because they have been mostly playing Radiant today, but not anymore. Finally, they're going to get the dire side, which is currently still favored over the Radiant. I think it's like 55 to 45.
Yeah, we'll see. I wonder if we're gonna get map changes in the next patch. Probably, right?
Yeah, it's about time. It's about time we get something new. We need to get used to the new trees, to everything around the map. That's gonna be quite nice. Actually, in Western Europe, it's 62% for the dire side. In Eastern Europe, the difference wasn't that high.
Right, not bad. So what do you think the Tidehunter is gonna build this game? Is it gonna be the classic Greaves, or is it gonna be like Collapse did on the past few heroes with just like the blink refresher kind of style, just the more flashy initiations?
I think he still gets the Greaves in this game, but it's gonna be Greaves Blink Shard for the Tide. I think that's the play here. You want to get a blink as early as possible against the Doom, and here finally the odds are gonna be close to even. Team Spirit have proven themselves that they can win against Tundra. We still have the banner below that you can click on, guys, and get yourself to the Betboom website. But Tundra, they get themselves into the enemy triangle. For now, no one is going to be there.
Yeah, they're setting themselves up, but they're not gonna find anything here. I feel like both lineups are pretty damn decent level 1.
Yeah, pretty solid. Though imagine if you run into an Undying, he gets a triple man decay, and you're not really that good at killing him, are you?
No, they do have the damage, but they would need like a 3 or 4 second arrow.
That is true, and that is not easy to set up right now. They don't have much to be able to do it. Snaking, he is the one that popularized the position 5 Mirana, and now he's gonna be showing if it can still be played to its effect. Skitter is gonna be given a tango. The stars are gonna be dropping from the skies, but the Spirit are gonna be fine. They secure that rune. It is gonna be 2 runes for Spirit, 2 runes for Tundra. Again, it's gonna be a split.
Yep. It's gonna be mid lane, Tusk against the Snapfire. You say Snapfire is a bit favored. I'm gonna flip the roles here. So why is Snapfire so favored against Tusk in your opinion?
Whenever I see the Larl playing a Snapfire against the melee hero, he crushes it. And if you remember, okay, we'll just watch this epic battle until death. Who comes out ahead? He does have a Fairy Fire on the Riki. No more jumps with Poshka. Now it's gonna be a chase the other way. Let's see who wins. Miposhka doesn't want to go for that one. The Fairy Fire is still on Saksa. Miposhka, he knows he's losing. There isn't the jump, and now he turns around. Let's go. Your HP is mine. An epic battle between them, but in the end, no one will fall. At least not just yet. Saksa turns around, he's still baiting with the Fairy Fire, but Boschka has way too much HP. He's gonna be losing it right now, and Saksa, he's winning it, he's winning, he was the first blood. No, he will not getting the tower. The tower might get it there, and Saksa, he knows that the DK cannot kill him. He cannot get him low enough, he wants to jump there. This is so exciting. This is the biggest fight that we had so far.
I can't believe it, just one more mana and he has enough.
He jumps in, oh, that's the tower, that's the tower. Miposhka, he wins, but he's gonna get a help from a friend there.
Saksa getting a little bit too greedy there. Tries to go for the big play, ends up paying the price. Man, what a battle.
So are we coming back to the mid lane snap? Well, today we saw what it did to a Pango, right? That is how I feel like it should go against any melee hero, though it seems like 9 on his signature hero, he knows what he's doing. Okay, another epic battle. Now he's gonna be snaking, and Mira is running away, and with the sticks, he's gonna be keeping himself alive. Mirana doesn't want to be fighting this one. The zap from the Rubik is gonna have it in 2 seconds. He wants the kill, he has the range, but no, now it wouldn't even be enough damage, and Mira gives up.
And Mira was so close to level 2. It would have made all the difference.
Adoro. He's gonna be slapped a bit. He does have 7 stick charges. He should be fine with Poshka dropping low. He gets the double decay, so that's a lot of HP that he gets back.
Yeah, I would expect 33 to have a pretty good time on this lane. I mean, the Undying is annoying, but they're never gonna be able to kill him. Because Metamorphosis is a good amount of damage, but there is no lockdown, so 33 should be able to like calculate the damage and get out without losing too much HP.
And this is kind of the reason why I like that Saksa moved away. Yatoro is gonna be in trouble. The tornado is there. He's taking a lot of damage. He is gonna be using the stick there just in time, but the tower is defending him. Saksa is dropping low. He already died to the tower, but it is gonna be a demon dropping down to the flame. And it is gonna be 33 that gets the kill.
Why does he have 2 wind places? Did I miss something?
Yeah. That doesn't work, right?
I don't think it does. But with 33, you never know. The guy is constantly like reinventing the meta.
Like, I found the bug, guys. I can go for double wind lace.
Maybe he wants to rush Tranquil Boots? Because that does stack with the wind lace.
Yeah, true. Does he
Yeah,
really?
they definitely don't stack.
Does he really? Doesn't he go for like the arcane boots always on the Doom, hopes for the zap creep or the mana burn creep? Isn't that his playstyle?
I think so, yeah. I guess it must have been a misclick. Let's not overanalyze this.
Yeah, okay, we'll see. We'll see if it's a misclick as the as time progresses. Collapse, he is crushing the bottom lane. This is to be expected. The Tide versus any melee hero, but the PL is just not gonna have a nice time. And Poshka is dropping low, but Yatoro is gonna be popping the Metamorphosis there, and as soon as they see the form, Tundra, they go for a 180. They don't want to be going forward.
So far, small lead in favor of Team Spirit after the laning stage. Mid lane is still pretty even. Nine doing a really good job on this Tusk. It is one of his signature heroes after all.
Definitely, though, Laurel, one of his signature heroes is the Snapfire, but it seems like they were prepared. They knew how this was gonna go. 33 hiding in the trees. Miposhka, they wait for him and they want to burn him down. They still have the metamorphosis, but inside of the smoke screen, he's gonna be missing way too much. He doesn't have it any longer. The Doomstone is gonna be taken down by Saxa. Even extra gold there. The zombie slowing down 33. One more swipe, and Yatoro gets the kill. That one is gonna be favoring Spirit.
That's a big kill. Even with the meta running out, he still gets the kill.
Is he killing Saxa here with the body blocks? No, he can't get in front of him.
Sometimes you see carries, they pick up the Gloves of Haste first, and then the Bend of Elven Skin, and then the boots, but Yatoro picks up the boots, and it definitely pays off.
Yeah, it does definitely change quite a lot there. 2k gold lead for Spirit. They have 3 kills, 2 on the side of Tundra. This game is not going to be starting with a 3-0 for Spirit, but it's going to be starting with a very nice gold lead here. They're going to be happy with most of it coming from the tile, but actually, even the Terrorblade is crushing the Doom in the lane.
And I'm curious to see where Laurel rotates to first. I guess the one downside of the Team Spirit draft is they don't have like stuns on every single lane. So if Laurel rotates top, they don't really have a lot of setup for the Mortimer's Kisses.
He won't need the setup for the Mortimer's Kisses. Dusky's gonna burn. He's used to the cold weather. Mortimer will bring him down. Laurel gets the kill. Team Spirit continue to do well.
Yeah, Mira just rotating for the XP tax, you know?
Buenos días.
I mean, moral support as well. You know, that comes in handy as well. And I mean, you have nothing to do on the Tide lane apart from die here to Snaking, who is showing why he's known for his Mirana.
33. He's closing in on his level 6. Be seeing a Doom soon, but Skeeter really not having fun against the Tide. This is what I was worried about with the PL. Because it's just no fun in lane at all. And later in the game, I guess you have the Diffusal for the mana drain, but you're still never gonna kill him.
That is true. That is where the Tide with the Doom comes in, I guess. Just Doom him and ignore him would probably be the best thing. Well, the PL is dealing with the other ones, but he's gonna need a lot of time. 33, slow down. The zombies are coming for him. He's gonna be slowing down even further with the reflection expiring. He does have enough movement speed to get himself away.
Got very low once again, and 9 is here. Just some casual shots. Gets the kill, no sweat.
And the bonus Tombstone as well. That's gonna be another 125 gold. The Terrorblade needs to run. Yatoro, he could easily die here. He already used his Thunder, so doesn't have that defensive capability.
Needs to be really careful. He is quite tanky, but is he tanky enough?
Is he baiting them in here? I don't really know, because only the Undying came forward, and with the snowball, that's gonna be more than enough damage. Toro has the sticks. He's gonna be going through the trees. He knows these paths well, and he's gonna be planting a tree there, but it doesn't matter because he's dead, and Miposhka will follow suit. There is no one here coming to help him. He's just gonna die on the exact same spot that his carry did. Actually, he's joking around that tree. Miposhka is still alive. He doesn't have a TP to get out of this one, so if 9 really wants him, he's gonna get him. Ring around the rosy. Miposhka is not gonna be caught just yet. Saxa finally finds him with the shards, and one more swipe. It is gonna be a kill. Hitter, hold down the bottom lane.
Ravage committed. Laurel, he gets a return onto 33. That's a pretty big kill. He kills Saxa too.
Once that kill, he's not gonna have a scatter blast for quite some time. Toro is coming over. He's gonna be following through with that one, and the scatter blast from long range not gonna be enough. 9 out, turning around. There's gonna be a problem for Laurel. He doesn't have a cookie. He can't get out of this one, and with a snowball, it's gonna be a kill. Tundra, their aggression on the top lane is paying off.
For sure, and some nice rotations by 9. Topping the net worth right now, actually. And if you want to top the net worth, you can click the banner below the stream and get $15 as a free bet. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get you closer to Forbes, at least by $15 at least. But we don't know how many new customers we're going to be getting here at the 4th game of the best of 5 grand finals. 7-6 in terms of kills. Finally, we're going to be having a very equal start to the game. This 9 Tusk, he's really showing why he's so well known on the hero.
The gold grab has equalized a little bit. Of course, part of that is because of the Devourer on 33, and I reckon he has his Midas coming up too. That's still a pretty even early game.
Yep, it started off quite nice for Team Spirit. They were 2k gold ahead, but not any longer, with a couple of rotations to the top lane and a couple of kills as well. Tundra are right back on track, though Collapse is still a problem, and it seems like he wants to go for an early Aghanim center in this game.
Skill onto 33, meta committed, but that's totally fine. But yeah, we spoke about if he was gonna go for Guardian Greaves or like Blink Refresher, but there was a secret third option. We should have thought about that one, because Aghanims is really good against PL.
And he doesn't have the Ravage, the arrow is coming through, he has the Kraken Shell, 3 levels in it, and you're not killing him, you're not even getting close. There is gonna be a Walrus Punch flying out to 9, but he's gonna take it like a man, and will be completely fine.
Yeah, that was a very optimistic kill attempt. They got him down to 50%, and he didn't even use his sticks or his hood. But you know, there was an attempt.
They're getting him softer. They're trying to scare him. They're just a couple of punches. Though I think after that one, Collapse is going to be feeling even more confident. You brought your mid laner, your strongest hero, and he was completely useless against me. The gold lead will continue to increase here for Spirit. They're controlling the map slightly better here, and Yatoro is really farming well.
And Skeeter, he's really suffering. I think the matchup is okay, but not if you're this far behind. Polshka is gonna go down, so that's a nice freebie for Tundra. But I don't think it's a very important kill.
Bottom tower is under attack.
I feel like Skitter can't go for the Diffusal Blade. If he buys a Diffusal in this game, he's going to be so far behind. He has to go for a Manta. He needs a farming item in this one.
Radiant's bottom tower.
He really needs to trust his team to carry the game up until he comes online.
With this kind of a start, it's not going to be anytime soon. Doom, on the other hand, he's coming back into the game. 33 didn't have the easiest lane, but now he's of course going to be farming quite nicely. Oh, 9, he dodges the punch there. This guy, he knows how to box. Now, he cannot dodge the snowball, so it's going to be a snowball fight. Usually the Tusk is the one who comes out ahead in those ones, but here, it's not going to be the case. Actually, he's living through it quite nicely. He needs to kill that zombie. 9 is now going to be slowed down. He goes for the snowball, and with the arrow onto the zombie, maybe 9 can finally get himself away. Nope, another snowball will be there from the Rubik, and Mira, he wins this one.
Are fortified.
It's a nice kill into 9. They're gonna be able to take this tier 1 too. Huge turn of events for Team Spirit.
Looking very much dead, especially with Collapse being there. He's way too tanky for you to engage. Oh, top lane 33 will get caught. The Rubik is there, and this is looking like a very dead Doom. He does have a TP, but the damage should be sufficient even if he goes for it. He's just trying to buy as much time as he can. Scatterblast misses. Nah, now he's surrounded by way too many heroes, way too many creeps, and finally he will fall.
I think he could have lived if he had skilled up Doom. But he's going for the 4-4-1-0 build. That's
Are you
very greedy.
surprised?
Buenos días, buenos días.
I mean, I see more and more Dooms just not picking up Doom or not skilling up Doom, so it shouldn't surprise me.
Dire's middle tower is under
We're seeing some clips come through. They're gonna be sharing those. Collapse, he knows he can't die. Why are you
So
even
close.
trying? This watermelon isn't gonna be getting broken, and look at how happy he is. You can see from that smiley that Collapse is full of himself currently.
Yeah, I guess the first smiley was because they did snipe his career. So he may be invulnerable, but his career definitely is not.
Dire's courier.
Neither is Mira's.
I
Not
mean,
that
Ricky
bad.
is pretty useless at this point, so you might as well just start sniping careers until 15 minutes.
He might pay with his life. He's gonna get to the high ground. Go for TP. Okay, immediately
Oh,
they're
another
bringing in the
one!
Rubik. They want him dead, but it's gonna cost them a lot of couriers in the end. He will be dropping down. Actually, the dust is gonna be expiring. They have another one going for a TP out Saksa. Oh, they don't miss inside of the smoke screen. If they miss there, he actually lives.
Is under attack.
I think that was worth it for sure. He killed 3 couriers.
And he's buying time for minute 15. It is gonna be coming soon, and we talked about it. That is a big timing for Spirit until minute 15, but then things can change.
For sure. And Skeeter slowly starting to catch back up. He has his Diffusal Blade, going for a Manta next. So if he finds a hero like Undying, he can actually kill him.
So I think I was either watching one of the vlogs of Spirit or maybe Gork's stream, but either way Yatoro was playing is saying, yo, the PL has a Diffusal, just let him farm and we win, because he farms so slowly with it. 33 is the fast farmer on their team, but he's gonna be taken down, and Mira, he takes the Devour, so he's gonna be having a built-in Midas now as well.
Yeah, fast farmer, but also fast feeder apparently. Team Spirit, they get another one, and now this tier 1 will be falling soon as well. They have no meta, but they have plenty of damage. I don't think Tundra is gonna contest this.
Larl is sick of not having the Guardian Greaves in his team, so he's gonna be buying it himself. They're being delivered as we speak, so they're gonna have them either way. Collapse might be going a bit greedier, but Larl will, he'll take the role of the one who's gonna be saving everyone.
And he's gonna go for the Deso build. I'm not actually sure if I like it this game, because I feel like you're not gonna be able to burst the Terrorblade or the Tide.
We'll see if it does help there. The other three though, the Undying, Rubik, and the Snapfire, they die very easily to the Deso. Even with the Guardian Greaves, the Snapfire is quite susceptible to it. Naturally, the hero doesn't have that much armor, obviously, because it is a strength hero. So I'm not, you know, that mad that he's trying to go for the one punch.
Yeah, fair enough. If there is any player I'm not gonna question his Tusk builds, it's Nine.
Gonna get the punch to the Tide, the arrow flying through. It is gonna connect on the Terrorblade. It might actually save Nine's life. He's going for a TP out. The Rubik is here. That was a bit too optimistic. He's not gonna move an inch from that one, and Miposhka in the end claims the kill.
Nice kill there. Ravage was committed, but again, for a mid hero, that's definitely worth it.
He actually dodged the Ravage there. If he didn't panic on the snowball usage onto going with it, the Ravage wouldn't have connected on him.
Do you think that would have saved him? It would have been cool for sure.
That's what we're all about here.
Saxa.
Cool. Oh, poor Chris. He's actually out. This time around, they're not gonna kill him.
Wait, did I see a gem? Did they buy a gem out of frustration?
I didn't see a gem. I don't know, but I'm seeing some nice odds here for Team Spirit. And if anyone wants to use the ones on Tundra, they can click on the banner below, get their $15 free bet. But overall, it is going to be a tier 2 for Team Spirit. This has been a problem for them in the first 2 series, taking down the tier 2 early, but not in the last 2 games. They're going to be ahead now.
Oh, Saxa. Taking a lot of damage, but he is still a slippery fella.
He doesn't know where the sentry is. 9. He's gonna be caught. The Walrus Punch will get stolen. He's gonna get tossed into the air, slow down quite a lot. And finally, Mira finishes him off. They're starting to bleed. Kills here on Tundra. Saxa finally finds out where the sentry is. She's not gonna be getting close to that one. Oh, there's another one. Yatoro, he really wants him.
No TP for 20. Is Saxa gonna run through this?
Yeah, he takes it down. Does he play the Ricky and does he think like, ha, I'm being so annoying? They're so nervous now.
Oh, for sure. Rickies, they live for the agony of the enemy team. They just want to annoy them. They don't even care about winning.
I'm pretty sad that I don't play a lot of Dota nowadays. But this Ricky shard thing would definitely be my thing.
Oh, bloody Saxa. What a pain.
Okay, he's a pain in the backside, but is this really gonna be buying you the necessary time? Actually, he's getting quite a lot of reactions from Spirit.
I think it's the best possible thing he can do right now, because Tundra, they really can't fight, so killing the couriers provides a pretty solid source of economy. Like, I want to see some stats about how much gold they've gained from killing couriers, because it has to be in the thousands.
Maybe that's a bit much, but yeah, could be like 1,000, 2,000, everyone getting like 60, 70 gold once the courier dies. Saxa is gonna be continuing to be annoying, jumps to the side there, does drop the smoke screen, a little bit of dust in your eyes. Saxa gets himself into the trees, collapses, trying to kill him, not gonna be able to, at least not just yet. but they will find him. They drop down the sentry. It's gonna be enough with Mira with the walrus punch. They're showing that even from afar, his left hook is not something to be joked about. And top tier 2, it is that as well. Spirit in full control. They're coming high ground.
Yeah, what's gonna stop them? A Tusk with like Ult the Deso, a PL with a Diffusal? I don't see how they stop this.
Let's see, Metamorphosis was popped. Team Spirit, they're staying. They don't care. Tundra, you will come to fight us. We are already burying you here. Here's a Tombstone, and Snaking, he is dead. He has been around the map everywhere, but the tier 3, it will fall. Your base is being destroyed. Team Spirit, in just 20 minutes, they have broken your base apart, and they're ready to take the racks as well. Tundra are watching helplessly.
This is what I was afraid of when they picked the PL. They just can't stop this timing. You see the Sleeping Dart coming out, but what's it gonna do?
Give more energy to Spirit because they get a power nap and get out. 15 to 8. PL trying to farm. He does have his Manta Skitter. He's getting closer to a point where he could actually fight.
And it's not like Skitter is criminally underfarmed or anything. It's just that he is so far behind the TB because Yatoro is having a great game.
He's doing okay on the PL, but he's nowhere near really. And we look at it on every single position. Spirit are stronger currently, and they want to continue pushing forward with the next meta, Roche, and just go from objective to objective. It seems like the obvious choice for Spirit. And when you look at Tundra's lineup, the Mirana and the Riki, they don't do much when the enemies are together.
Yeah, for sure. And even the Doom isn't gonna do too much in fights unless he manages to Doom either the Terrorblade or the Ravage before they use anything, but I think that's unlikely.
33's fingers, they are just not used to pressing that button. Even in this game, we haven't seen a single Doom. Am I right? Yeah, I think I am.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, why did he even skill it up? He's not gonna use it anyway, just put it in stats.
Oh man, that is unreal, really. I guess the objective for Tundra in this series was let's win without our offlaner using his ulti, but you might want to revert back because Spirit, they're striking back here for sure, and now they're going for the Roche with Bloomstone there. This should be an easy grab for him.
And with the Undying, the Terrorblade, the Tide, they take this so quickly. No chance for Tundra to contest.
Stolen arrow there, Collapse gonna be forced that forward, he's coming for it, but finally his mana is gonna be taken away a little bit there by the PL illusions. He doesn't really mind.
Saxa once again behind enemy lines, and we have Curios approaching.
Yeah, and it's a whole brigade of them as well. Ah, he misses them.
Ooh.
Just a second there, he doesn't have any vision.
Radiant's middle tower
I guess they're
is under
fine
attack.
for now, but they're gonna have to make it back to base as well.
Imagine how much those couriers are sweating. Like, we're winning, yeah, but it doesn't mean that you as a courier will be surviving this war.
They're coming towards Saxa.
Oh,
He's gonna
he
get
was that
one for sure.
Dire's courier.
Yep.
He got it. Poor courier. Poor courier there. Gonna be some nice
Tundra is
gold.
also losing base, but you know, Team Spirit is losing Curios. Priorities.
And there's gonna be a creep wave from the top lane, so you cannot really stop this push. You have to fight. If you're Tundra, you lose the second lane of Rax 23 minutes in, it's over. You have to go for this fight right here, right now. They have a Shiva on the Doom. That might be something that helps. No, he's gonna kill the courier. There is no Scotty for the Terrorblade. That is a big one for sure. And Scotty would change so much. It would make the Terrorblade a beast, an unkillable one. But he might already be. That's a stolen arrow into the Doom. A staple come through, but it doesn't matter. The Doom is that he just bought his Shiva. He's not going to be helping at all because he's gone. The snowball from 9. He's way too deep. He's going to be using the shot for Yatoro. He's going to be using his Spits to bring him down. That's a double kill for Yatoro. And guess what? Guess what, Wingblade? We have ourselves a game 5. They're not calling GG, but that doesn't mean that this game isn't over.
Buenos días, buenos días.
And once again, the gold lead isn't that big, but they're just losing buildings and they can't fight. And GG is called. It's a game 5. We're getting a game 5.
It is a game 5, and Team Spirit, they rushed through games 3 and 4, so they have the stamina to continue. They've been playing for the entirety of the day, but these guys are professionals. They know what's up, and they're going to be giving us a best of 5 grand finals, a full one, just like the last time. This time, Spirit, they're gunning for the title.
I can't believe it. After game 2, we were like, oh, Tundra, they just look unbeatable. You know, what can Team Spirit even do? It feels hopeless. And then the next game, 2 games, they just roll through them completely. I guess the Enigma ban made all the difference.
Have Tundra revealed? Have they revealed how they are beatable if they don't have the Enigma? Is that just it? Was that the key?
Oh, I guess so. And look at Skido's score. 0-1 and 0. He hasn't been involved in a single kill in the entire game.
To be honest,
That's sad.
that was his score every game 20 minutes in. Just that this time around, Spirit did find a way to end it. He really wasn't part of the fights in the 2 games that they won either.
Yeah, fair enough. But damn, Team Spirit. I loved it when they recognized they could just take the high ground. Like, they didn't go for Roche. They didn't wait for, like, some BKB. They were like, hey, they have a PL. They have a Tusk without a BKB. They have a Doom. We can just go high ground right now. We're just gonna put the Tomb in front of your base and you can't stop us.
Imagine how good they feel currently. I mean, after the first 2 games, they were probably down, you know, Dustin, like, these guys, they're exhausting us. But imagine how good they feel now when they're winning 2 games with such ease. Going into game number 5, who do you think has the advantage?
I mean, Team Spirit, they have so much momentum right now. They're probably thinking about the reverse sweep, and Tundra is sweating like, damn, they banned our Enigma and suddenly we went from like being the top dog by far to getting crushed. So this has to feel good for Spirit. Of course, Tundra, you can't win TI without being resilient, right? So I think they still have a solid shot at this. I would just favor Team Spirit slightly right now.
And the previous Betboom Christmas show, Team Spirit, they lost in the grand finals against Game and Gladiators with a score to 3-2. Now they don't want to allow that to happen against another Western European team. So let's see how it's gonna be ending up here. The final game of the Comic Zone is coming up after the break. This is the last time that we are bringing you into the comic zone. We have come to the tail end of the tournament, but it is not time to be bummed up that we're not going to be getting any more great Dota here, because we still have one more game, and that is the most important of the tournament. Whoever wins is going to be the champion. Whoever wins is getting $60,000. Whoever wins will be the champion of the Betboom Universe Episode 1 Comic Zone. I'm Area Freak, joining me is Wingblade, and we are gonna be going immediately into the Game 5 draft here between Team Spirit and Tundra.
So, are we gonna see another Enigma ban? Or is it gonna be like you predicted, where they win without it twice, and then they're like, oh, we can let it through. But no! It is gonna get banned. Tundra, are they gonna ban Lina? Or are they gonna give it to Team Spirit? No Linas, no Enigmas, no Brutes, no Nature's Prophets. What is Team Spirit gonna start with? Rubik? Treant?
Rubik or Undying. Those are the two. I don't think that the other ones are gonna be there. I think those are the two that you want. Ricky, they lost with it once. They now show Tundra that they can beat it as well, so Tundra are gonna be thinking twice about picking it up.
Tundra Esports.
It's gonna be the Undying. Once again, it worked so well in the last game. I feel like Undying was one of the big keys of why they were able to take the Rex so early. Because you can't engage into Tombstone. You just can't do it.
Yeah, I thought it was the fat tide that can never die.
That's definitely a factor as well. Not gonna lie.
For sure, for sure. So last time they responded to this with a Ricky Murana. Is it gonna be the same now? Nope, it's gonna be a Rubik.
Rubik Treant?
Centaur?
Rubik Centaur? I mean, it's 33 though.
Yeah, it's not Centaur. Sorry, my bad.
I mean, has he played? Even 9 plays more Centaur than 33.
What about a Naga?
This early?
Yeah, I
Ooh.
mean, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna counter it? Get an LC to destroy it in the lane? No, they're gonna go for the Doom, okay? Sniper?
Team Spirit can pick up Centaur. I think it's super good against Doom.
True, but you're not gonna have a Rubik. They always went with the Centaur Rubik lane. I don't think they've played too much Magnus or Centaur without the Rubik.
That's a fair point. You could still match it with the Hoodwink or something, but it's less spicy.
That is most definitely true. Team Spirit, where do you take it? They might go for like a Morphling if you want to build into a Linken's. It wouldn't be bad against these two heroes. I would not hate it. That would be a solid approach, because Morphling is probably getting banned out.
Yeah, it's unlikely to make it out of the second phase. Team Spirit, they could go for the Leshrac as well. Or maybe the Snapfire, and they can flex pick it. They have a lot of options right now.
Yeah. That's not so sure where they want to take it. They're a very flexible team. We have one team that I am never gonna know what exactly they want to do with their draft, and the other team that are so flexible that they have so many ways to go with their draft, and they're really taking their time. It seems like they weren't expecting the Doom.
Yeah, it's interesting because 33 really didn't have that much impact last game. And it still shows a lot of confidence that they would pick it in the first phase again.
Team Spirits turn to battle.
It's gonna be a Tusk. Okay, I'm fine with that one. The flexibility is fine. A Laurel is a good Tusk as well. It can be played in the off lane too. I've seen it in Eastern Europe as well, so it is not out of the question. Something that I do tend to see is a Tusk Techies off lane. And Mira was talking in one of their vlogs that they were trying out the Techies, but so far they haven't picked it, so I'm gonna assume it wasn't too
Tundra
successful.
Esports turn to ban.
Yeah, I hope it's a Mira Tusk though. I think his Tusk is better than Laurel's overall. I believe in the DPC he didn't lose a single match with it.
Yeah, maybe. Not 100% certain though. But going through all the games now, I know that he was very successful and very good on the hero. Is the type of hero, it's a classic Mira hero, right? Because he's so good at being consistent, and then with the Tusk, when you have like a Blink and Aghanims, you're consistently saving people and consistently getting the enemies into a bad spot. So I'm a fan of a Mira Tusk.
The Naga gets banned out for Team Spirit. Tundra banning out the Morphling, so both the signature Yatoro Morph and Skeeter Naga get banned out.
That's to be expected. I even thought they were going to be picking those up in the first phase there, but not going to be happening. But in the second phase, for them to be allowed, that's just not going to come through. Wingblade, talk to me. Give me a little bit of encouragement. Is this game going to be the epic fifth game, like 60 minutes plus, or are we again going to be seeing a very fast game there? Because games 3 and 4 were very fast, especially the last one.
I think it might not be a 60-minute game because we already don't have the 33 Enigma, and I think that was like the key to having such long games. We could have like a 45-50-minute game. I'm confident in that one.
I'm very sad now. I was hoping that you're gonna give me some hope here, because I share your beliefs as well. But I was hoping that you're gonna be hyping it up. It's gonna be a 60-minute game. It's gonna be the one worthy of the game 5. But yeah, not. You don't have the belief either. The Phoenix gets banned out by Team Spirit. Does this mean that they're preparing for some illusion-based hero?
Could be, yeah. I think it's also just a snaking comfort hero.
Cool.
But I wonder if this is targeting like some specific strategy. I guess in game 1 or game 2 they did play a Phoenix and it worked really well against the Alchemist, so that was game 2.
Yes.
They had a lot of trouble taking down Skeeter in that game.
Okay, so they ban out the Ursa. Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary is being banned out here. I feel like I'm watching normal teams draft now and not Tundra and Spirit. You know, because this is the kind of lineups, the kind of openings, and the bans and the picks that I would expect from a lot of teams.
I think both teams are just really nervous Because Team Spirit, they want to complete the reverse sweep, right? Because that's just such an epic storyline. And Tundra, they really don't want to lose this game because they were up 2-0 in the grand finals. And then to lose 3-2 is just crushing.
Yeah, and they already beat Spirit a series beforehand. So at one point in this tournament, they were 4-1 over Team Spirit. Team Spirit now they're still one game behind, and if they win the series, they're gonna be equalizing that. But it doesn't matter; they will be the champions. They'll get the trophy. Not really, but you know, because we don't have a trophy, it's not a LAN. But you get what I'm saying.
Team Spirits turn to
It's gonna be the Snapfire. So there we finally have the counter for the Undying that I've been bringing up in every single draft where an Undying is picked. I feel vindicated and venerated. Thank you, Tundra.
Yeah, they were waiting for game number 5 to pull out this amazing strat that Wingblade, he just wanted them to show super early on. But now Tundra are going to be going all out, and they're going to be showing the full knowledge of a Wingblade here coming into play. Is this going to be a core snap? Is 9 going to be giving Laurel a taste of his own medicine?
I doubt it. Oh my goodness. I think you have to take back what you said about watching normal teams, because this ain't normal.
I'm very happy. Like, I don't know if I've been this happy in quite some time. No, it's Valentine's Day and people are happy to be in love. I'm happy about the love story of the Slardar and the Wisp who are gonna be holding hands.
Right, I get the excitement. Maybe I don't share it to the same degree, but I'm happy to see this as well.
Okay, that's okay. Team Spirit, they don't have any reserve time, whereas Tundra Esports, they can definitely come up with something. But is there like a high armor hero that you want to be laning against this? Do you pick a Troll? Troll actually makes a lot of sense here for Tundra.
Yeah, I normally hate Troll, but I wouldn't hate it here. I would just strongly dislike it, and that's a big improvement.
Yeah. Is there like a hero who lanes well against these two? I mean, I'm looking at the Snapfire at the Rubik. Both of these heroes are gonna get crushed by the Slardar with the Wisp. They're gonna get dove so much. You need a carry that's gonna protect you. TB is out, Naga is out. Those are the big armor ones.
I guess you could go for a Weaver. I think Weaver is a hero that lanes well against Slardar. Because, well, you don't have to man-fight him, and there is really no corrosive haze until level 6. So they're gonna be quite elusive, but they go with the CK. So they're gonna bring the fight to the Slardar instead. They're not gonna be running away, they're not gonna be elusive, they're just gonna punch him.
There's gonna be some head smashing in that lane there in the top. They're just gonna be trying to kill each other over and over again. I really like the lineup of Team Spirit. I think that Tundra are currently just going for comfort. Like, we're good at the Rubik, we're good at the Doom, we're good at the CK. I think Team Spirit are bringing in the heat in this one.
Are they gonna finish it up with a Marcy as well? Because they need like a cleaving hero that's good against CK, right? What's left? The Sven is banned. The Urs has banned.
PA.
I guess they have to pick the Marcy, right? They have to.
They're gonna pick a PA, the Phantom Assassin, Yatoro. He's one of the guys that is actually gonna be capable of pulling it off. That would be quite nice to see for sure.
Ooh. The PA? You truly believe in the PA here?
Nah, I think it's more likely to be like a Drow, Medusa, Sniper. I would like put my money on those 3.
Interesting. Because I feel like a ranged carry would be kind of vulnerable against CK, but you do have an Undying. So I guess you wouldn't really want to go double melee.
You have
I guess
Undying?
I like the Drow. I think it's good.
You have an Undying, you have a Tusk. I would like the Sniper better because I think the Concussive Grenade is just too good against the CK. That is how I feel.
That's a good point. I also quite like the multi-shot from the Drow though. With the Shite, you can just blow up all the illusions. But I think either one would work. I guess Tundra thought Sniper was better as well, so props to you. But now Team Spirit, they could pick up the Drow, or maybe they just have a completely different plan. And they're gonna be like, oh, we're just gonna play Slardar carry and pick another offlaner. If they pick something like a Viper or a... I don't want to say Veno, because, you know, Veno. But if they pick a really strong offlaner that can beat CK, I could see it going really well for them as well. And it fits their tempo playstyle.
That's true.
Okay.
SF. I'm loving this. I'm just loving this because this is a hero that gets an early BKB. You don't mind fighting if you have been doomed. You also contribute into the minus armor and you benefit so much if the wisp connects on you because you do both physical and magical damage.
So what is the 9 hero that's gonna win it for Tundra? Because I think this is probably gonna be a support Snapfire. It's just too good against the Undying.
Pango? Pango comes to mind as a potential one.
Pango could work for sure. Leshrac is also still in the pool. I think it's decent. Maybe something like a Puck. I think they don't have a lot of catch. So that could work really well. They could go for Ember as well, but then they would just lane the Shadow Fiend mid.
Tusk in the safe lane? I don't think so, though. And Ember would be good in the mid lane against the Tusk. But it is not a bad Ember game, actually. You know, any kind of mobile hero is good.
You may now select your
Okay.
heroes.
That's weird. It's very good against the Tusk mid, for sure. And I feel like in the early mid game, it's going to be super tanky. But late game, it's so bad against this.
It's 4 strength heroes, though.
True.
It
I
is
mean, we
4
were
strength
speaking about
heroes.
the Timber earlier in the series, and they didn't pick it up. But now, this time, Tundra surprises us. Do you think it's enough?
Oof, I like it. I think it's actually quite nice, though. Yeah, the SF probably cannot go to the mid lane. But I'm trying to think, do you really have the capabilities to keep this Timber in check? Yeah, later portions of the game you will be able to. Oh, I don't know. This is a tough one for me. I'm gonna go for Spirit because I think they don't have to focus on the Timber at all. They can give him an Undying to kill. Go and play around the Slardar lane, and there, even if the Timber comes, he can die. And I think everyone is from the side of Spirit is just gonna be running to the Slardar lane. Wherever the Slardar is, you go there, you push the tower, you take the area, and then the Timber is gonna be countered. Though I don't know, later portions of the game are very tough to say because on one hand you can burst down the Timber, on the other hand you can burst down 4 of your heroes in a second just because they're strength. So it is gonna be a real best of 5. I think this is a good draft for a game 5 in the grand finals.
Yeah, I feel like this Tundra draft is really deadly, and I feel like part of me wants to give it to them, but my mind is just clouded by the reverse sweep hype, you know? I'm gonna go with Spirit. I'm gonna go with Spirit again. They're gonna go all the way. They're gonna go for the reverse sweep. Cinderella story from the lower bracket, I believe.
Well, let's see if that's gonna be happening. Well, what I'm hoping for is a good long game with a lot of spells flying out everywhere. Though there is gonna come a point in the game where the Timber is cutting down everyone and where the SF is cutting down everyone as well. I do think Spirit have a slight edge. I like their draft. I don't think that Tundra were necessarily prepared for this one, but it can go either way. Looking at the lanes, you know, it's not so one-sided as it was in the previous game. So I think this is going to be a harder one for Spirit for sure.
Yeah, I think so too. They won't be able to win this game in like 30 minutes.
At least not that dominantly, you know. Things can happen, mistakes can happen, and we are seeing the odds. They are equal. Everybody knows that it's anybody's game at this point. And if you want to click on the banner below and get the $15 free bet, you can. This is gonna be a pretty fun one here, Wingblade, to watch, because these two teams, they definitely have proven to be the best ones here. They've beaten all of the other teams with ease, and only they can beat each other right now. 2 easy games, 2 first easy games for Tundra, then 2 easy games for Spirit. The Tundra games were hard and long. The Spirit games, they looked very, very easy and they were very short. How it's gonna be in game 5, I don't know. But Team Spirit, fatigue could be a problem.
Ooh. They know that the word is up there, but they weren't able to scout it out. It was right in the middle.
What is this SF set? I've never seen that one.
Yeah, it looks very imposing.
Yep. We'll see if Yatoro is gonna be as strong as he was on his Sven. as he was on his Marcy earlier on in the day. We already talked to him once. He was confident that they're winning this best of 5 grand finals after the first 2 games. I'm like, yeah, Yotoro, well, you are definitely wrong. Tundra are just so good, but actually, it turns out that Team Spirit, they're good as well, and they're not going to be letting this one go so easily. So mid lane, you think this is Timber favored?
I think so. I mean, Timber against any strength hero is probably Timber favored. At the same time, I do expect Tusk to farm just fine. I mean, he has 2 spells that deal magic damage. He's just gonna kill creeps.
There are gonna be some nice buddies there, Timber and the Tusk, who comes out ahead. 9 is gonna be applying a lot of pressure to Laurel, and I do expect those sticks to be coming out for the Tusk very, very soon. He is gonna be needing those for sure.
Yeah, and Laurel doing a really nice job manipulating creep aggro. This is not easy to do. He hasn't missed a single creep yet, nor has 9.
9 missed one.
Oh, he did miss one. Ooh. That means lane is over.
Yeah, GG. GG, it's over. 9, you have lost. Let's see under the tower. There it is, the deny from 9. So now, no longer are they perfect. Laurel is going to be going for a snowball. He's trying to apply some pressure, but it's just way too hard to do against the Timber Saw. Now, with the reactive armor charges coming into play, Laurel is just not going to be able to pressure 9 any longer, and it is just going to be going the other way.
Yeah, wonder what 9's build is gonna be. It looks like he's gonna go for the reactive armor max. We've seen players like Maureen. They just buy a bottle and they max their Q and W. Ooh, 9? Taking a lot of damage here. Just 1 point in reactive armor isn't gonna protect you from much.
Ooh, this is looking good for Laurel. He can now apply even more pressure with a lot of creeps. He has the shards as well. Level 2, that's going to be a ton of damage. He doesn't want to attack him under the tower, especially with that whirling death constantly getting you lower. But Laurel is playing this lane quite nicely.
Yeah, 9 is out of mana and he's not going for a bottle. He's going for a soul ring. I'm not sure if I like that.
Usually when you have no HP, it doesn't work out too well for you. Shadow Fiend, level 3, this is when the raises start to hurt. The Doom cannot get close. It is still very, very dangerous. And top lane, well, once the Slardar is level 3 and that is getting closer, that is when these two really become dangerous.
Yeah, for sure. Skeeter should be okay. He has a lot of armor, a lot of HP, next to the tower especially, but snaking? Not so sure.
Yeah. I guess in the raid ban meta, and it's just so easy for any carry to have like over 5-6 armor.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But
Just loses 50% of his HP to a few right clicks. That happens.
That is the Slardar for you. I guess if you didn't have that raid ban, you'd be in an even more world of hurt there. But bottom lane, Yotoro, he still has this Undying to protect him, so he's not really going to be in any kind of trouble. The Rubik and the Doom, they can be dangerous, but running into these two, it's not something you wanna attempt.
Yeah, and 33 doesn't really have a great creep. I think he would rather have something like the ice armor creep, like the Frost Ogre. Instead he has one of the, I think the yellow Hellbear, and it's not great.
Yeah, if you die, then your teammates are gonna be strong. That is what you bring to the table, so it's not that great. Mira is gonna be fighting Snaking. His career is gonna be fine. They don't have to be dealing with a Saxarikian. This one, he does get close, but he does have the overcharge. It's gonna be enough for him to live. Actually, there's gonna be a nice cookie. Skitter will be going down there to the bash and Collapse is going forward. Snaking will get a kill with a Scatter Blast. The long range one finishes off Mira, but Collapse, he still gets the first blood.
I wonder if he's gonna go for the Mask of Madness build.
Yes, of course. Or maybe he goes for a Midas. But I think either or is gonna be the case here for Slardar.
He does have the IO, of course, to give him more attack speed, but like on Slardar, more attack speed is better and it's like exponentially good.
I feel like, you know, with the Mask of Madness, you get to that point where you can actually bash someone to death that they don't get out of the stun at all. So I think you should be gunning for that one, at least at some point in the game, to have the capability to just bring someone down. Yatoro is being burned down. We already saw this one in the previous game. He's gonna be pulled back as well, and no help is coming through. Actually, the Undying, he's just gonna allow Yatoro to try to juke this out himself, but that's not gonna be happening. The Doom has a little bit more range than your classic melee hero, and they get the kill.
Yeah, no points in Soul Rip just yet, so no escape for him. Bit too deep there on his positioning.
Did make a mistake, but the mid lane and the top lane are going really well for Spirit, especially the top lane, the CK pick. I have to say, that was the one that I liked the least. Look at Collapse just going for staking. He wants his skill. He has an IO to back him up, and the TP top from the Rubik. They want to change this one. Staking will be going down, but Collapse will follow immediately in the IO. Could be the next one, but he gets himself away.
They trade 1 for 1. I don't think it's actually too bad for Team Spirit. Because they did force a Rubik TP, which means that SF is gonna have free farm now, and 33 needs to be very careful on the bottom lane.
Laurel wants this rune. It's gonna be on the top lane, but he should be getting there first, especially with the shards, with the Walrus Punch. Slow with the Chakram, not gonna be enough, and 9 will be losing the race towards the regen rune. Laurel doesn't really want to go for any kind of damage on 9. He knows that he cannot kill him.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's
And Laurel in this mid lane has been looking crisp.
TP to the bottom lane, so now it's going to be looking even better because the Doom is going to be on the menu, and the Doom probably going to be going down here. Who gets the kill? The Creeps, of course. Yep. Well, next to an SF and the Tusk, we know who the strongest is.
Man, the Scorched Earth aggroing the creeps. Has to feel bad for Team Spirit, and I bet 33 is chuckling to himself right now.
All calculated. He knew it was gonna go that way. Staking did come to the bottom lane, understanding that the Doom cannot stay alone, but him against the Undying and the strength here, you're not gonna have a good time.
Yeah, and Miposhka has way more mangoes as well.
Yeah. I thought the main diet for zombies was brains, but Miposhka, proving me wrong here. He's gonna be shot, but gonna be fine for now. Cookie is at the ready, he's gonna be using that one, only connecting onto the SF, but that's the one they want. Yatoro is dropping low, he needs the regen from the tower, not gonna be helping in the tower though, does finish off 33 after that one. Miposhka wants the kill on Snaking, he's gonna be shot as well, slow down, and that should be enough for Snaking to get away. A level 3 DK, not gonna be enough. He's gonna have a soul rip in quite some time, but it wouldn't be enough for a kill. Miposhka will get himself back, and in the end, Tundra come out ahead.
Yeah, they didn't even have to commit the Doom or anything. They've been doing really well on this bottom lane, all things considered. That being said, there is still quite a difference between SF and Doom in terms of net worth. If you want a difference in net worth, you can click the banner below the stream. And you can get $15 free for your first bet.
Snaking. Get gone on by Laurel, finishes him off with the shards. He's gonna be in a world of pain because of it, but I don't really see the Tusk dying here. 9, think about going forward, but his mana is very limited. And another rune, no, it's not gonna be going towards the Tusk, but Mira is here. Laurel, you know how dangerous he can be. The Wisp is with him, doesn't have the tag team just yet, but his spells still do a lot of damage in the end. Tundra, at least they don't give him a rune.
True. And I like that 9 only put 2 points in his reactive armor. He's like, I already can't die, I don't need to not die even more. And this build helps him to farm a bit faster to just have a bit more kill potential.
Slight goal lead for Team Spirit. It is 4-4 in terms of kills, 9 minutes in. Nothing has been decided just yet, but we are seeing Skitter going into the jungle, and of course the Phantasm will be used for what? For farming. This is the farming spell that he's going to be using for the entire game. We'll see if in this game he can be as farmed as he was in game number 2 of the best of 5 grand finals.
Yeah, he once again has the dollar store in Naga. So let's see if he can make it work like in game number 2.
Hunting for the SF there in the jungle, but while that is happening, Miposhka is being hunted as well and will be taking down. The flaming sword through the brain of the zombie will be enough for the kill. Meanwhile, Skitter has been caught here. They don't have the Walrus Punch, but Skitter, it doesn't look like he's gonna be getting out of this one. Even with the tier 2 armor and regen, it's not gonna be enough to live. Laurel is way too much damage. Now, Mira with a nice tether to the side there. Laurel and Mira are out.
So unfortunate that they went on Skeeter right before he has his armlet. 'Cause if he had his armlet, there is no way he dies there. Nice
Yeah, very
timing
hard.
by Team Spirit.
Beautiful, and now the Mask of Madness is being delivered to the Slaughter. He's gonna go for the Blink BKB. No surprises there. Who gets the Arcane Rune? It is gonna be 9. That's a big rune for both of these heroes. Laurel already used the Snowball. Has to be careful. Nice juke there. He's gonna use the Phase Boots and get himself away. Actually, no. They put the Tombstone down. 9 gets himself to the high ground, but Saksa, you don't have that option. You have no option of leaving this shards other than in a body bag, and Yotoro is gonna send him.
2k lead now for Team Spirit, and this is very scary for Tundra, because I don't think Timbersaw in the mid game is that strong anymore.
Yeah,
We're kind of banking on winning that mid lane.
He didn't. He lost it, not by a huge margin, but a lose is a lose. Laurel is doing better currently, and you can see Team Spirit Mira, he's buffing up the siege creep. He wants the tower to take some damage, even though they know that currently they might not be able to take the tower down.
I love how Mira played with the Slider first, but now is playing with the Tusk, because they know that no one can contest the Slider top.
Yeah, that's the power of the Wisp. He can buff up physical damage, he can buff up magical damage. Just needs to be close. They are going for the SF, but they relocate towards the bottom lane. It is gonna be a Doom that is being caught. Let's see Yotoro. He has read their intentions, and he'll be getting himself out, whilst 33, he cannot do the same.
Yeah, beautiful read by Yotoro. He just TPs into the triangle and continues farming. That's a smoke wasted for Tundra, and they also lose their Doom.
Gonna be a 2k goal lead for Spirit. They're playing faster on the map. All 3 of their cores topping the network chart. Okay, now the Doom is gonna be taking over Laurel there. Despite being dead, the Devourer does come in handy.
I don't know what Laurel is gonna go for this game. Is he gonna go for the Deso as well? Or maybe a Blink or a BKB?
I think Blink BKB makes a lot of sense. Or maybe Blink. Do you really want the Deso? Like, you already have a ton of damage, but maybe that's the point. You just want to be one-shotting everyone. But I think Blink first is always better for the Tuscan. Okay, nope, scratch that. He wants to be one-punching people.
Yeah. Maybe he wanted to go for the Mask of Madness as well, so all 3 cores have it. But no, it's gonna be the Deso.
Collapse, top lane, almost finishes off the Blink. He is not going to be going for a BKB. First, Snaking has been caught. The uppercut is going to be there. Not going to be enough for a kill. He's way too tanky to die. And Spitter, he wants to fight. He has found the Wisp, but he won't be able to do any significant damage. Team Spirit continuing to pressure. They have a regen rune on the Tusk. They can just continue to poke until they get pushed out of this one. Tundra don't have the heroes to respond, it seems like.
Yeah, Team Spirit is playing so aggressively, but even if their moves don't work out, it doesn't seem like Tundra can really punish.
Going for 9, Laurel. Gonna be fine for now. Mortimer's Kisses has to be very careful. The relocate out might be needed, but they don't even use it. Mira, he gives up on that one, and now Yotoro could be going down. Nope, Mira goes for the relocate out. This time around, it is gonna be successful. The question is, do you save your little ball of life? Or is it just gonna be another kill into the hands of Tundra?
I think Tundra needs a few more sentries, just to be sure.
Oh, he goes to the side. He's actually getting himself away. Look at how far he has gone. Collapse, he saves
Unbelievable.
Mira's life.
He makes it out.
I got you, bro. I got you. You're not going anywhere other than to hold hands with me. So they're gonna be back, the laning duo, staying together in the mid lane tower. For now, they don't have the damage to take it.
Now Collapse, he has his Blink there, guys, so once again the IO is playing together with him.
Miposhka, he doesn't have a buddy. Collapse goes in. 4 heroes. Who the hell cares? Let's just crush it. He's gonna be doomed immediately. And he starts running away. He doesn't want anything to do with this fight. Yotoro is gonna start stacking up his raises there. On the other side, the mid laners are fighting, but they probably cannot kill each other. Yotoro, have to be careful. It's gonna be pulled in. The reality rift is there. Where's your relocate? It is nowhere to be found. As he dies, Mira will be holding his hands, but he will feel the life just leave Yotoro there. A lot of lives, actually. And Team Spirit, they lose their carry.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate positioning from Yotoro. And SF is quite a momentum-based hero, so Team Spirit, they have to be careful. Even though Yotoro doesn't need to solo carry this, He can't afford to die like this too many times.
Last time he was relocated out. Not gonna be the case. It was the Doom used, and you know you don't get too much out of it. At least you don't kill the hero that it was used on. But I'm not seeing Spirit actually capitalizing on it currently.
And 33 is actually going for Guardian Greaves this game. I guess it is very good against the minus armor strategy.
I would like Guardian Waves, break back, everything, like the whole lot of it. But, you know, this Spirit lineup, what is it really good at? Taking down Roche. Look at that damage. The Roche is just gone.
That's a ridiculous amount of damage.
You talked about a momentum-based hero. Now he has an Aegis, so killing him is gonna be very tough.
Laurel almost has his Desolator done too. Rubik picks up the Ice Shards. Very nice.
Nice one for sure, especially in saving your teammates when the starter jumps in. If you can create that little gap between them and not allow the bashes to come through, you can definitely save some lives.
Nine. He has a casual plate mill. Might as well. All of the damage for Team Spirit is physical.
There's gonna be a lot of Lotus Orbs in this game for sure. On the side of Tundra, you won't have those for sure. But shards do fly out. Toro stands his ground. Nine standing his ground on the other side. He wants to pull in the creeps. With the mid lane tower currently, it's not gonna be going down.
Both teams posturing, wanting to take a fight.
This is not a farming. This is not a farming Phantasm here. He actually wants to fight Toro. Has the Aegis. Have to be very careful. He's actually sending his illusion into death. The Chaos Bolt will connect, but it's not going to be doing too much. Laurel with the snowball will be fine. He gets himself out. It is going to be a snowball stolen. That is a big spell for the Rubik.
And it's a 5v5 mid wars.
Yep. Team Spirit, they're going forward. They have the Aegis. Tundra, they're not giving this tower away. Get away from our tower. And Team Spirit, for now, they're going to give up.
Just constant D-words back and forth. Looks like Tundra is finally gonna get Team Spirit's tier 1 tower.
Why did Spirit give up so easily? I felt like they had the edge there.
I guess the nerves got to them. Didn't want to defend the 40 HP tower.
Oh, Snowball, Rubik going deep. That's gonna be a problem for him. No, not really. That's gonna be a Miposhka dead. Team Spirit not gonna be reacting. Tundra, they get a clean kill.
And Yutoro dealing a decent amount of damage to the tier 2, but before he gets his level 15 talent, it's not too significant.
He's approaching BKB there, so he's trying to finish that one up before the Aegis expires, but Tundra, they're in a smoke. Want to stop this. Drums of Endurance on the Snapfire. She's gonna be playing those just to make sure that they're faster. That's gonna be a nice vision there placed. Probably isn't gonna be rewarded anytime soon, because it was placed inside of a smoke.
Nine almost has a Lotus Orb. If he disassembles his Arcane Boots, he's gonna have it.
Yep, it's done.
Pretty big pickup.
For sure. Armor against Spirit is everything. Also, Lotus Orb against the Snowball. Having that Snowball save just like that is actually pretty big. So if Laurel makes mistakes going with a Snowball into a Lotus, he could just save the enemy heroes.
And I would love it if Yutoro at some point in this game built an Arcane Blink. Ooh, nice.
This
Can
is gonna
Rubik
buy him some
survive
time.
here?
Is this enough time for help to come? They have the cookie staking. He's gonna be giving it to Saxa and he's fine. He's gonna get the movement there as well. So the extra movement speed, and this is gonna leave Laurel stranded. He's all alone. At least he's gonna go for a kill. Where's the punch? Laurel, he's not even gonna try for it because he's gonna be cut down by 9.
Nice plays by Tundra. Well, Spirit had a strong start. Tundra is starting to increase their gold advantage. Slowly but surely, the Midas and Devour are adding up.
Doom is the one on top. Saxa, he has survived. The relocate, is he gonna survive collapse? Well, for sure, because he's gonna have his carry here just to deal with these two. Skitter is gonna be more than happy to push them back. Tundra, it's just so easy to itemize for them in this game. Just go full on armor.
Yep. And Skeeter, he's building a Mantis Tower as well to get rid of the corrosive haze. At least until it becomes undispellable with the talent.
He's going for Manta to farm. To be honest, like that's his item, signature item. He likes it on this here. Plus, illusions are quite nice on the sea. They do a ton of damage.
For sure. Looking for something. Are they gonna find me Poshka once again? Doesn't look like it. Even the scan misses him.
Yeah, they're gonna be missing their scan now, so of course you're not gonna be aware of it. But Team Spirit, if they would go for a smoke right now, Tundra couldn't be able to find it with a scan. The gold is increasing in favor of Tundra. They're able to slow down the game. Team Spirit, do they feel confident taking this late?
I guess so, because they're not really forcing the issue. They're gonna let the ages expire. They have their BKB on Shadowfiend now, though. That could be a timing for them.
The book was given to the SF, so they want more levels on the Shadow Fiend. Now the Doom has a blink, so Tundra, they finally have their initiation tool.
Looks like Laurel, even though he had a great laning stage, is falling behind a little bit.
I mean, it's a Tusk, isn't it? And you have a Slardar and SF, who are both hungry for farm.
I'll scan.
So it was his job to go for kills. I don't really blame him.
I guess that's fair. He is the position 3 this game.
But that position 3 could one-punch the enemy supports, and that would be quite big. But Tundra continues to increase their lead. 5k gold ahead now. They're going to be going for Laurel. He has a Deso. He's coming forward, but there's the Lotus Orb, the one we were talking about. Are you going too deep? And also Snowball was stolen. This is going to be a real Snowball, but he might have another one. But no, they have been feared by the Requiem, and they're going to die. Toro just times it perfectly.
Yeah, big kills there. Those were 2 BKB reveals. Guess it's still really nice for Team Spirit. Tundra can still fight once the Timber and Rubik respawn.
Has fallen.
I always look at the SF as a hero where you're okay with a 6-second BKB. Because if you use the Requiem and you start bashing into them, you actually don't really need the longer one. Of course, it's nicer to have it, but it's not a necessity.
Do they have the level 15 on SF yet? Can't quite see.
Those playing together. The Slytherin, no, not Slytherin Courage, the
Doesn't
Guardian Sprint will be stolen, but he has level 15 on the SF, so yeah, the towers are going to be dropping a bit easier now.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Skeeter, he's behind enemy lines. Can I find me Poshka?
Where's the
No
vision?
detection.
They don't have it. Okay, it doesn't matter. They're keeping him in place for way too long. Boom! FHP, nothing for Skeeter.
He's starting to hit pretty hard as well on this CK.
He underestimated for sure. He might not have a ton of minus armor, but he has a ton of physical damage either way. He has those crits currently. No one on Spirit has it. Toro will probably get a silver edge at some point.
Collapse now working towards an AC. I feel like this is an arms race. Both teams going for either a lot of minus armor or plus armor.
Radiant's top tower is under
The thing is, whenever I would see a Slardar and you would still itemize against him, you would never get to that point where he's not going to be doing a ton of damage. That minus armor when you get to level 20, minus level 18, minus 20 armor, it's just way too high.
Radiant's top tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
that is true.
Spirit, they want to use it. They're tiptoeing towards their opponent's Laurel. Yeah, he's not going to be going for 9. That's a tanky hero, has a Sanjin Kai as well. But they are going to be finding the supports, and this is a dead movement for Risky. Let's get fed up Cookie. A couple more hits. He lifts himself up into the air, but with the Guardian Sprint, he will be ran down. And Staking, guess what? You're next. You wanted to feed people with cookies. We're going to feed you with Basis 9. He's going to be next as well. He's going to be marked for death too with the amplified damage, the corrosive haze. There is just not getting out of that one.
And the Doom did absolutely nothing onto Yutoro, who just tanked it like a man. And Roche is up. That is huge.
Labs is calling his team. Let's go, guys. We need just a couple of seconds. I need to break this link, and I'm gonna do it myself with you slowpokes not being around. But fairly soon, he's gonna be reducing that armor, and the Roche will be gone.
It is Roche. That is just ridiculous. And now shard on SF as well. That is such a nice shot this game. Getting the free crit and the fear.
With all the minus armor, the damage output is going to be insane. He has a DD, so this isn't his real damage. He does have somewhere around 300, a little bit less than that, I think.
I guess they're just gonna go take the tier 2s now. Doom is still down, Phantasm is down. I don't think Tundra is ready to fight. The question is, are they ever going to be ready to fight? Because it looks like this Team Spirit lineup just has so much momentum.
Yeah, they don't really have that much catch, and that is the problem. Because if Mira isn't caught, you cannot go on your Toro, especially now. Look at what he's doing to her towers. He's just smashing it down.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Are they gonna stop here? Or do they just go for the high ground? I think that's probably a bit much. There's still a tier 1 on bottom, guys. Come on.
I just want to force out the TPs or maybe kill Saxa. The first attack there is going to be going on to the creeps, but you're going to be seeing just how much damage it does. Saxa gets slapped and immediately feared. You should be afraid. There's going to be a green rays coming from the ground, but your Toro is going to be fine. Snaking isn't.
Labs finds the solo kill.
Hitter has been caught with a tag team, taking a ton of damage there, but he's gonna go with the ulti, and he turns around, but it doesn't matter with the ulti from the SF. He's gonna be feared, and Skinner will be brought down. Yotoro hits way too hard.
They kill Laurel, but that is definitely worth it for the Phantasm as well. As we spoke about, Tusk is the position 3 this game. He just needs to create space, find these opportunities.
Shards on the Rubik. Stolen there, so they're gonna be big shards. Yotoro just stands his ground. He feels no fear. Look at how strong he is here. He's just destroying everything. He's gonna be saved there for a second. They want to get him out, and the force that will be able to do so.
The Tombstone is down, so they're gonna go back. Especially with Skeeter respawning in 15 seconds, but that's a good amount of damage onto the tier 3.
Not something they're gonna be able to heal there from the side of Tundra. No Drain Protector in this game. Team Spirit, they're looking very strong. Collapse, he does have the Hyperstone. You cannot permabash. You permabash with a Moon Shard and a Mask of Madness. But he is going for an AC. I'm fine with that. It's close to permabashing someone. They're coming forward. Here comes the shards. You have to get out to that one. 9 has been caught. He can't get the Lotus Orb out in time. He's gonna get it out right now. There's gonna be Doom on the slaughter, but he has already done his job. 9 survives. That was so close to him going down, but now the starter is in some trouble. Skeeter, he does drop the Phantasm. That should be a dead slaughter as well. You're not going to be reducing anyone's armor yet, Toro. He pops the BKB, stands his ground. You killed my slaughter, but now you fight me. Lars Olympic too deep. He is gone too close, and Skeeter finishes him off. The SF has been disarmed. They didn't go for halberds. It's about time to get some missed chances there. Toro, he's holding the ground here, but the thing is, they're going to get overwhelmed fairly soon. The Tombstone is going to protect them, but the shards, not on point.
Really nice fight by Tundra, and they're not done yet. Nice for staff. It's gonna save me Poshka.
Toro was the ulti. It's gonna be cancelled out twice. 33 will not allow the souls to be released.
It was huge that 9 survived there. He came so close to dying.
Hopefully we do get some net worth there on the screen. Seems like the observer did misclick there on the keyboard. Yep, there it is. They're listening to us here, Wingblade. We have such great production behind us. They're always gonna be on point wherever we tell them. They're gonna be looking there. Collapse, gonna be finishing the AC. We are seeing that he's quite susceptible to being doomed, and I think he is the main hero that you want to target.
Yeah, I think so. And that feels crazy to say that
Yeah.
the Slider is the best Doom target, but I do agree with you.
He really is. He is the initiation. He is the one that enables DSF the most. He now has the shard and the slaughter as well, so that's gonna be a lot of minus armor. If he gets the crush onto multiple heroes, you cannot remove it from everyone.
These towers just melt. Bro, he's gonna have a crit as well if he wants to. But I would actually prefer to see him going for a butterfly maybe? Because he already has the crit with the shard.
But do you need protective items?
That's a good question. Maybe this is fine. He hasn't been really in danger of dying, so you might as well double down on the damage. Do an even more attack speed for the Slider. That's nice.
He is thinking about a butterfly. He wants the Daedalus first, though. We'll see. Okay, now he's gonna be committing for it seems like, because he does have the quarterstaff.
Oh, 9 is there.
So he disassembled the Madness on the SF, went for a Satanic. So now with the quarterstaff, yeah, he's committing for the butterfly. That's gonna be a Satanic butterfly SF who has a Wisp behind him. It seems like he doesn't need more damage, and I'm okay with it because with the Corrosive Haze, he actually doesn't need a crit to kill people.
Yeah, for sure. I have to say, I'm once again very impressed by Skeeter's ability to farm on this CK.
Yep.
I guess I should stop being surprised because he does it every single game.
It's still looking easy for him. We're seeing 66% chance for Spirit to win this one, despite them being 2k gold behind. They do have a Doom, so it's a little bit inflated there. But if you look at the farm distribution, well, SF is topping the network chart, and he is way too powerful for anyone to challenge.
I think the gold lead is a bit misleading as well. Also, not just because of the Doom, but also because Tundra is just kind of a higher economy team. They just farm way more.
Oh, that is true. And they itemize to farm more. They don't really itemize for fights. Yeah, the Manta is nice to remove the Corrosive Haze, but it doesn't contribute too much into killing these Spirit heroes.
And Team Spirit, look at these towers.
Which towers are you actually talking about? Because when Yotaro comes over, they're shaking. He's the bane of all buildings. Now he's whipped. Go forward, Yotaro. Win the game for me, Mira. He wants his carry to perform even better. Look at that one. Look at how strong he is. He's going to be forced forward. And I'm not sure that you want him in your base. He's actually going to be pulled in. Once again, pops the BKB, turns around. They're going to be jumping in. And with a 4-staff, Skitter will be fine.
All of this is before Shadow Fiend gets another 60 damage at level 22. It's gonna be pretty big, but they force out the BKB, so that's very nice for Tundra, and they instantly go for smoke. They know they can fight now.
Oh, and they're gonna be finding them just in time, jumping in with a crush. And they don't fall off with the stun there. Laurel will be missing on it. Gonna get stunned up. Laurel is dead. They doom the starter as well. This is not looking good for the Starter Spirit. They have to fight. They have to save the starter right now. They're gonna go with the relocate, but they leave their carry all alone. Yotaro is dead. He's gonna explode. Souls are everywhere, and they're gonna take Poshkas as well. Skitter gets a triple kill. It looks like a beautiful initiation, but Skitter did manage to get himself out, and the Wisp will follow through as well. You have only saved your Slardar, and Skitter, he's gonna be cleaning out 4.
Yeah, huge fight for Tundra. I think it was a big mistake for Spirit to try and go for that fight, even though they didn't have BKB on their SF. If they got off the Requiem immediately there, it would have gone okay for them. But as a result, Skeeter could just clean up.
And I had something bad to say about the Manta. The Manta actually saved his life because he uses the Manta and then instantly the Phantasm. The Snowball doesn't connect, there's no follow-up stuns, and because of that, he kills Laurel. If they follow-up stun on Skitter, he dies and you have no damage on Tundra.
He has a Skadi now as well, so both the Wisp healing as well as the Satanic are a lot less effective.
One fight changes everything, and Lina now is bringing us the news for the last time in this tournament. There is a banner down below that will give you a $15 free bet if you see a favorite in this one. And after that fight, Tundra, they're gonna be the team that's ahead.
AC now up on the Slardar though, so Spirit, they still have a lot of damage. They just need to find the right fight somehow.
Skeeter is gonna have the AC fairly soon as well. The lanes are pushing in towards Spirit's base. They go for a smoke. They want to defend the Roche. They understand the importance of that objective for their lineup, but it is not up just yet. They're gonna have to wait for another 40 seconds.
Yeah, if Roche was up, that would have been huge there. Because once again, they would have killed it in 5 seconds, and Shadow Fiend with an Aegis is still terrifying.
The case there, we saw that even with all of his tankiness, with all of his strength, once Skitter gets on top of him, he crushes him in mere seconds. For now, there's just gonna be a stalemate. No one is gonna be fighting at this point.
And Skeeter almost has an AC as well. So he changed his mind about the MKB. He's still gonna suffer from Shadow Fiend's evasion, but we're gonna provide all the armor to the team, and Roche is up. This is big for Spirit.
Tundra not here. Where's the minus armor? There it is. Goodbye, Roche. Tundra, if you blink, you are not getting that one. That's an Aegis on the SF. Also, there's a Wraith Pact on the Doom, and you don't want to be using your hits on that one.
Aghanim's Force Slider is quite nice though. Getting those puddles in the fight.
Yeah, Collapse, he seems to be getting nervous, so there are going to be some puddles there between beneath him.
That's kind of gross.
Yeah, it is. That is literally what the Scepter does. You just didn't think about it that way. Now you're always going to think about it that way.
Poshka. It's gonna be fine. He has the blast rig. Very nice for him. That's such a good item against Chaos Knight.
So he does go for even more minus armor there on the Corrosive Haze, so now it's minus 24 for the Slardar. Then if you count in the SF and the Deso, that's going over 30. That's gonna be a lot of minus armor. Tundra be in trouble. The gold they accumulated after that fight, it is gone. They're again only 3k gold ahead.
I guess that's the power of the Aghanim's Blessing.
Yeah, for sure. Just instantly you get the, what is it? 5.4k gold, right?
Yeah, I think so. Or actually, it might be 5.2. I'm not sure. But it's close to 5k.
This Halberd in Doom is a big deal. I don't know if the SF is sporting a Titan Sliver, but I think not. I think he's staying, yeah, with the Paladin Sword. So no extra status resistance there. He's disarmed for 5 seconds. That is a big deal in fights.
But look at his right-click damage. Over 400. If Tundra is slow with the response here, the tower is gonna fall before they even arrive.
Yeah, they are gonna be quicker on the response there, quicker than they were on the Roche. He's gonna be disarmed. They do have ways to stop him from attacking. The stun is coming through, but they have a 4-step to get him away. The Doomstone was placed on the high ground. Oh, let's see. Snaking. And he's gonna get jumped on. Look at the damage on the starter. He's gone. He gets punched into oblivion by Laurel.
Nine does have the reactive armor stacks up, which is pretty big, but the Tombstone is still alive. Snapfire doesn't manage to take it down before dying.
Focus on the wards now. They have multiple halberds. They're not gonna allow him to attack, but he wants to continue. He doesn't care about the heroes. He only cares about Raxus. Now he's gonna be pulled in again. Won't be stunning him. They also have the stolen Walrus Punch.
Snapfire up in 20 seconds. They should be able to take down the Rax.
Jumping in, Lotus Orb there to remove the Corrosive Haze. He's gonna be losing his life. No, actually, he's gonna be safe for the time being. Look at the damage from Skinner. It's insane. How do you get this SF out now? He has his ulti. He needs to use it, but he's gonna be punched there. It is gonna be stopped for the time being. Here comes the ulti. It's not gonna be connecting onto anyone, at least not big. He's gonna Doom onto the Ios. He cannot come in and help the other row. He does have a Satanic. He has to turn around and start fighting, and there it is. He's gonna be going on to 33. Look at the damage. He has been disarmed. He does have the races, but it doesn't matter. Team Spirit, what do you do? You only have support in Yadro. He's gonna try to go for 90, but he's not doing any damage. He's helpless now, surrounded by Lucius. Gets on the high ground. This worked in the lower bracket finals, but in the grand finals, being on the cliff is not gonna be good enough.
So hard to play against this Tundra lineup. They have so many stuns, so many halberds. Yes, if you can deal the damage, you can kill people, but they just can't manage to get the hits off.
Swiss, they're gonna be leading 2 guys that don't do that much damage, while the rest of them are already around the map, pushing in all the lanes on the path towards the base of Team Spirit and on the path towards the championship here.
This, like you mentioned, could be the closest game so far. Tundra looking to be in a good position, but that could change at any moment.
It was looking a second ago that Spirit are gonna be the ones that are gonna be claiming it, but Skinner just way too strong on a CK, farming so much. He is so fat. We had our doubts about the hero. Well, no longer. Skinner has shown he's just too good on it.
That's the first Rax going in favor of Tundra. They don't need Roche.
Yep, 3 Roches go towards Spirit, and they are still losing 15,000 gold, 70% win probability here for Tundra. I would argue it might be even more, but one bad fight could take it to the side of Spirit quite as easily.
Laurel queuing up a Midas. That has to be desperation.
He's taking a page out of the 33 book. But they've already lost the lane of Rax in the mid lane. There is going to be an MKB or Butterfly is no longer useful.
Laurel, he does finish his Deadless and is now queuing up an Arcane Blink. I like this build, especially with the 25 talent for the raises.
And he needs those. He definitely needs those. The thing is that the disarms are really hurting him.
Yeah, he needs the 25, but he's so under level.
He's probably going to be getting the books 9. He's not a hero that you want to be engaging on. He has 1 billion armor. He never dies. The CK illusion there leading the charge. You don't want to be jumping on that one. Tundra, they're holding the area around Roche. You've taken 3, but the 4th will be ours. The all 3 of heroes are together. Skitter is going to get jumped on. He's taking so much damage. They need to delete him. No, you have no damage. Everyone for Tundra, they need to run. Run for your lives, Yatoro. This guy's not playing around.
Radiant's middle barracks.
Even with the gold disadvantage, they have all the damage they need as long as they can get the hits. So fighting outside the base is a lot easier for Team Spirit.
Yeah, they can't go high ground that easily because if Skitter gets on top of the SF gets destroyed, but the same is true the other way around. If you get the Corrosive Haze on this hero, he's just gonna get melted. Oh, they're going for the Timber Saw. Here comes the Snowball. 9 should be able to get himself out. Even with the relocate, he's alive. Spardar coming over.
Heals though, nice blink.
Oh, it was just in time. He's gonna be feared in a second. He's gonna have that one. And the Walrus Punch, the stolen one. 9 will be okay. Will he though? He does have a Lotus Storm. But did he get out of this one? He's gonna get pushed immediately, feared, immediately stunned. And then brought down. An easy pickup there. No matter how much armor you have. And Saksa, you have quite little of it. He's gonna get the blink away and gets himself to the base. The Rubik will be fine.
It's a buyback on the Timber Saw, but he's not gonna have to use it here. I doubt Team Spirit is gonna try to go for another one of those high ground pushes, especially without the Aegis. And Roche could be up in 40 seconds. That's gonna be the 4th Roche. So Aegis, Cheese, Refresher, and the Aghanims.
Going high ground feels really bad. If Spirit get the Roche, who's getting the axe? Is it Laurel?
I think so. It's nice on the Shadow Fiend, but having the Walrus kick is huge.
On the side of Tundra, who is it gonna be? Do you give it to the CK just for the save there, or do you think the Rubik is just a better one?
I think you give it to the Snapfire. I feel like having another way of getting on top of the Shadow Fiend or IO is huge.
We'll see what they decide. Refresher, not that great for either team. I guess the double Doom is the thing that Tundra are looking for. On the side of Spirit, double BKBs, maybe a double Tombstone could be nice.
Yeah, I think either a double Tombstone or the double BKB Requiem for SF. Once he gets his Arcane Blink, then a Refresher is suddenly insanely good.
Smoke from Spirit. They're going into enemy territory. Oh, Mirai taking the outpost. They're gonna rebuild their positioning. They want this outpost. They understand its importance for the Roche. There's a lot of buybacks. Almost everyone has it. Only the Doom and the Rubik are missing one. Jumping in with the Doom. They want to kill this Undying, and they will be able to bring down. No, Mifaki is alive. He gets the Tombstone down, and he's gonna be healed up back to full by the Wisp. From 20% to 100. That is now a free Roche. Look at how fast it falls. This is unreal.
No buyback. 433. I keep repeating myself, but self-dooming yourself may not be the blessing that you were hoping for. Because you can just get forced out of it, and we can see he jumps in full of confidence, and then he just gets blown up.
He's not that tanky. If the SF is free to attack and fight, we see what's gonna be happening. He buys the blink as well. Having the Aegis, he doesn't fear not having a buyback, though we know what happened the last time the Team Spirit walked up the high ground. They didn't end so well.
But SF, he's not saving for buyback. He's feeling the confidence of the Aegis, but I'm not sure if that's gonna pay off. If he dies here, Tundra could just run down mid. They've already taken the racks.
Oh, geez, on the Slardar, he wants to get an MKB. He's very close to it. And it seems like Team Spirit, they don't care about buybacks, as you mentioned. They care about the victory. They're gonna go for that one. There's the MKB, the Slardar. Now he really packs a punch.
If he gets a moonshot now, he's gonna be able to permabash. I guess in a vacuum, because of course force staves exist, so it's nice in demo mode, but he might not be able to make it work in the real game. But we'll see.
If he isolates a hero, that hero gets demolished. Even now, you know, you're gonna be getting out of the bash for just a slight period of time there, because he does have the MKB and the AC.
And I believe Shadow Fiend has hit level 25 or is at least close. And that's such a big power spike together with the Arcane Blink. Having those raises deal your attack damage as well. It's huge. Cannot be understated.
Larl has been upgraded to a kickboxer. He's gonna be able to use his legs as well to kick people back. This is gonna be a big deal for sure. Not in terms of saving your guys, because even if you kick away the CK, he still has his illusions, but in terms of catch, now it's much easier for Team Spirit to find the heroes.
I wonder when Team Spirit is gonna try to go for backdoor plays with the IO. But I guess for now they can just play it normally.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Just run down the bottom lane with their Aegis, with the Tombstone, and try it that way. But it's a nice thing to fall back on if things turn sour for them.
Spirit are coming over here. The mid wave and the top wave are in their base. I don't know if you feel confident about this one. Maybe they want to kick someone in. Larl is gonna be bringing in a hero, and that is a death snapper. Does have a buyback. They get themselves out for the time being, but Larl did use his BKB.
If they want to, they can go back and just relocate with the IO to push out the lanes, because the clock is ticking for them.
Those Tier 4s, they're taking some unnecessary damage here. Team Spirit, you're gonna have to make a decision, but they're indecisive currently. They don't know what to do.
I guess they're not really losing buildings that fast. The top lane is fine, it's just the mid lane.
So this is going to be Larl that comes back. Arcane Blink on the SF. That is a big thing the Tundra have to deal with. Imagine initiation from the Slardar onto a couple of heroes. If the SF jumps in on that one, he's getting the Requiem off before any of the BKBs come out.
Yeah, and 33 doesn't even have a BKB.
No one has a BKB. Skidder doesn't have a BKB. He can buy it. What the hell? They're playing against an SF without BKB's Requiem. It's just too strong of a spell. But this means that Skidder is going to have a 9-second BKB 15 minutes into the game.
That's a nice free kill.
I came a long way to
He has buyback, but still. Double gem on Miposhka. He has 2 eyes, so 2 gems as well.
Yeah, look at it. Both his mouth is now glowing green there, so it does make sense. He sees everything.
So once again, we're going into a late game. Just like the first 2 games, but this game, it looks a lot better for Team Spirit.
They can force out fights, they can go in them, but Tundra, they can also win those fights. Shard is now on the CK, so that's gonna be an even more damage output coming out from him. Tundra are currently missing a hero, but they probably won't be needing to buy back, as you mentioned. But level 25 in the SF, it is approaching. That is gonna be a lot of damage. Now even when he gets disarmed, it's gonna be a lot different.
Still unwilling to commit for these high ground pushes though. They don't want to throw this away. Just 15 seconds on the Aegis, and I doubt they're gonna commit for this.
See, Larl, he would like to find someone. Skidder, he cannot die. Doesn't want to die. He doesn't have a buyback. 600 gold, of course. Spirit don't know this. The Aegis is gonna be expiring. Yatoro doesn't have 2 lives any longer. Oh, they jump in with the Doom. He's gonna be disarming the SF as well. That is such a good job. The snowball save isn't gonna be enough. They're trying to keep the SF alive, and he's not dying. He's not dying. They're all staying in the Doom. We are all doomed, but 33 will die. They lose the SF. It's time for a cleanup. Tundra, this was way too good for them. 3 of your heroes, 4 of your heroes, constantly doomed. You cannot win a fight like that. Spirit are toast.
What a jump by 33, and this time there wasn't the Force Staff to save the Shadow Fiend, so he was stuck man-fighting. But he had to man-fight without popping ulti, without popping BKB, without popping Satanic. He just got blown up.
Gonna be some BKBs forced out. Tundra, they don't have the Phantasm, but they're pushing power. I mean, at this point of the game, everyone is gonna have a lot of it.
They're gonna have to buy back on some heroes at least. Tundra doesn't push super fast, but fast enough to take down another set of racks.
Jumping from Collapse, he's going for Skitter. Skitter is gone. 9 is gonna be next. He does have level 25, so he can get himself out quite far away, but he's gonna be feared. Then with 2 buybacks, it's gonna be enough. Look at the bashes. He cannot move. You're not going anywhere, my friend. And Laurel shows just how strong he is. Uppercut there, and the chin of this Timbersaw is just not strong enough.
They're gonna try to force buybacks for Tundra now, but they have to be so careful, because if they die now on the Shadow Fiend, I think the game may be over.
It is looking tough, and you know, you go high ground, the Doom jumps in on you with the Doom, and then the buybacks come out. That could be a great play for Tundra.
With the haste rune. Can he escape from this one? Does he have his dancing, his juking shoes on? Oh no, he definitely doesn't.
Those are some really bad shoes there for sure.
Yeah, I would sell my shoes. Just go barefoot.
Who would buy those? Yeah, just throw them away. Give them to someone who you don't like, because that is just something you didn't want to happen. That was just so unfortunate.
And smoke coming out from 33. They definitely want to fight this. They want to get those kills.
There it is, jump onto the Slardar. He's the one that does not have a buyback, so that's gonna be a big one. Out for 2 minutes, and he's a big part of this lineup of Spirit.
Ooh, they don't catch anyone else. I don't think this is gonna be enough to finish the game, but it is a really big kill nonetheless. With Roche potentially spawning in 15 seconds. I don't think Tundra wants to go for the game end, right? That would be preposterous.
But they could take another lane of racks. I feel like without the Slardar initiation, actually, you're up against the Tusk with an Aghanims. It is still very much dangerous.
But it's so risky. Do you really want to take the 4v5 fight when you know you don't have buybacks? That is just absolutely terrifying.
Let's see, Doom has a refresher. He's level 25 as well. The CK is approaching level 25 too. What do you get with the CK on 25?
I'm not quite sure. I don't even think it matters too much in this game. Poshka with the Tombstone and the Raid Pact. They have some decent D-push.
Rubik is getting the Aghanims delivered to him, so he's gonna be able to steal 2 spells. They're just going in with the illusion. Jump in from DSM. They're going for him, but no, the snowball. He made a mistake there. Wow, he went for the snowball, and the Lotus Orb is gonna be protecting 9. He gets himself away, and the poor Undying is gonna be in a world of hurt. Actually, does have the Glimmer Cave. He's gonna be lifted up and put back into the fight there. This blast rig might protect you a little bit, but still, he will be taken down. Does have a buyback, has fought some time, but 30 seconds are still needed for Collapse to come back into it, and they don't have a Glyph. They don't have a tier 3. This could be Megas.
This could be Megas indeed. Where's the buyback? Ooh, 33 pops the preemptive Doom. They really want these racks.
Yeah, he doesn't want to get kicked back, and now he's going to be jumping in. He just wants to keep them away. He's going to be feared for a second, and they're going to be taking them down. The melee racks with the illusions are going to be dropping 100%. Yeah, they will. And the range racks are the only thing that's lives with the siege creeps there. Going to be defended. He's like Tundra with the Mega Creep. That's going to be it there. Now, Team Spirit, they're gonna have to be dealing with the Mega Creeps if they want the title here at the Betboom Universe Episode 1.
Yeah, that is pretty big, but the buybacks are still down for the Tundra Coes. So if they can get a single kill before Roche, that could still sway the game in their favor. They just need one fight. But the same could be said for Tundra.
Showing himself there for a second. Needs to be very careful. He understands just how fast he dies. In Spirit, they don't have their buybacks currently, but then again, you mentioned it, Tundra, they don't either. Mega Creeps are there, jump in, Laurel immediately axed up, the ulti from DS7, he has the Aghanim Scepter, everyone is afraid, but he's not killing anyone just yet, and the Slardar has been caught with the Doom, he cannot get the Corrosive Haze off, and without that spell, you're just not doing the damage. Finally gets the BKB, think about a Corrosive Haze, there's the kick from Laurel, he did buy back into this game, now going in with the bashes, he's gonna be keeping Skinner in place, he's not allowing him to move, Skinner needs help, and he's gonna be getting in there from his illusions. They've lost heroes, Team Spirit, they don't have any more. They can fight this one. Tundra are gonna be the champions of the Betboom Universe Episode 1 here in the Comic Zone. They are gonna be the main protagonist, the one who lifts the trophy.
And what a game. Oh, we're gonna have to see that last fight again, because that was insane. But I feel like this is the perfect way to end the tournament, right? We have a grueling 5-game series. We almost have the Cinderella story with Tundra. They show that even in a normal game of Dota, they have what it takes. Man, what a performance from them.
Yeah, just very nicely done there. I thought when they were figured out that they don't have anything left in the tank, that they have gassed out, but no. It is gonna be them showing that they can fight on equal footing, that they don't have to go for split push, they can play the comfort heroes and still be very formidable.
Oh my goodness, who would we even give the MVP to? I guess Skeeter?
I think
17,
there's
5, and
no
7?
doubt. Yeah, no doubt about it. He is the one. Without him, this wouldn't be possible. He farmed well, he fought well, he was everywhere, and he just crushed it.
Yeah, they won every single game where Skeeter had either his Naga or his CK. They're gonna give it to the 33
because
Doom.
of that jump, and he might actually deserve it, right? Because he jumped into those heroes. If he doesn't get that, realistically speaking, 4-man Doom, they probably don't come back into the game. At that point, Spirit were looking to win, and he found the opening. So I guess because of that, he will be the MVP.
Yeah, my goodness. Man, what a series, what a tournament.
Yeah, this is the best way to end it. And here in the replay, you can tell us what happened here.
Yeah, and we're gonna have to watch for this stolen Requiem. They start by blowing up Laurel, but look at this. It's just insane. And then the Doom as well on the slider, so he can't get off the corrosive haste. And then we have another disarm on the Shadow Fiend, so he can't hit anyone. He has all the damage in the world, but no way to deal it.
At this point in the fight, it was looking like maybe Collapse could bash Skitter to death, but there was just way too many illusions, and in the end, he couldn't deal with it. Once at that point, you start getting overwhelmed, and there's no outing.
Yeah, man, I feel like that was the most even game so far. In Game 5 of the Grand Finals, you can't wish for anything more.
Yeah, definitely not. So we are gonna be having a winners interview here with Tundra. So hopefully we can get them on the line. Okay, so we are going to be waiting 1 or 2 minutes. Tundra are preparing for the interview. Of course, they're going to be taking this time to celebrate it. And Winged Blade, do you think there's a lot to celebrate? And is this Tundra now announcing we are coming for the title of the major as well?
Oh, I definitely think so. I mean, they've shown in the first 2 games how dominant they can be. And then we thought, well, Team Spirit, they have